We
Yeah,
almost
last time.
died.
Yeah, last time you guys defeated a bunch of people and almost got fucked by a giant crocodile, pretty much.
And then I killed it. Did we get a long rest?
Yes, you guys did long rest, and
Okay.
then you guys made your way here. It is the barge right in. So, oh yeah, hold on. Let me open my last piece of information. Sorry, Wednesdays are a weird day for me. So I am behind. That, I do that.
Everything is dark.
Yeah, I remember correctly. The inn had a map, but I forgot the town's name, but didn't have a map.
Ironforge or Iron
Yeah, Iron something.
Ironford.
Yeah. Also, that's my address.
A lot of places have maps. Ironford is not one of them.
Gonna roll for my one. Or did I do that last time? I don't remember.
Oh wait, I forgot to do this. There we go.
I remember, so I'm gonna roll.
All right. So, you guys made it to a small complex of buildings. This area is mostly known for the Barge Right Inn. It is a hilltop wayside inn. It has become a walled community of ramshackle, often rebuilt wooden towers and buildings, now entirely cloaking a hill that overlooks the village of Wamford that is across the river. It reeks of manure and filthy mud, and it houses blacksmiths, dealers who buy and sell horses, mules, and oxen, wheelwrights, coopers, and wagon makers. It has inns, stables, and warehouses, and two concentric rings of high protective walls with gates that are firmly closed and barred at night.
Are we let into the walls? Okay.
Yeah, you guys got here during daytime, so like it's not walled at day, it's only walled at night.
Okay. Do we put our tokens down anywhere or what?
Uh, no, you guys shouldn't need to do anything with tokens here. You guys can kind of just say where we're traveling to. Um, so the inn itself is this building right here with the two like gazebos. Holy
Everything
shit,
is
my ping is like
black.
Yeah, everything's
Everything's
black. That's
black.
why I was asking.
Yeah.
that is not how it's supposed to go.
Also,
I guess you might have to drive for tokens, which is not how it's supposed to go. It's supposed to be daylight mode where you can just see.
all right, where do we drop them?
Honestly, hold on. Doesn't matter too much. There's only like one thing that you guys can block of mine, and that's really it. So,
If you put them kind of, uh, oh wait, why aren't you
if you can
doing
put them
things?
up, if you can put them up here, it is completely out of my way.
Okay, drop my character. Everything's dark still.
Mine's better. I have directional lighting.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Alright, let's go. I may have to reload my page here in a second. It is being real fucking slow. Give me a second. I'm editing token stuff so I can fix this once and for all. Because I'm sick of this shit. I didn't mean to do that. here we are. Stop it. If you guys have seen this pop-ups, I apologize. I'm not trying to do that. It's just forcing it to happen.
This is very epic music for what's going on.
Yes, it is.
Like, geez, man, I just want my fast food at Wendy's.
Welcome to Arby's. Prepare for battle.
So
Oh,
because
man.
every time you go to Taco Bell, it's like a battle.
I only get a
Good
15-minute break.
You'll have to fight for your right for the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I might do that later.
You should do that.
I'm gonna adjust your guys' dark vision so that way there's like a tint over where your dark vision sees, so you know what your dark vision is saying.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
So I can give it like a gray tint or something, or I can make it like, I don't know, orange. Because why the fuck not? I'm refreshing my Roll20 because it's being really laggy. Hold on.
Okay.
You still have directional stuff for some reason, which I do not like. Turn that off for this.
Oh, there it goes.
Alright.
Right there.
Everything's still dark?
Still dark for you?
For me, yeah. I mean,
So you guys didn't update the token because you dropped it before I edited it.
oh, okay. Oh, there we go. I can see everything now.
I
Alright,
can see
so
clearly now. The
Now that you guys
master's
can see.
here.
I
Yeah.
don't know why it wasn't letting you guys see before. It's so weird. But anyways, back to what I was saying. This is the actual inn itself with the two little gazebos. Where is it? I'm missing a number here somewhere. The outer gate is this one over here, area over here, like on the outside of this little like opening.
Mhm.
These are paddocks, whatever you guys say.
Tomatoes.
This is a market. I'm missing something. And these are stables for the inn.
I'm guessing we dropped off our horses and wagon here for the meantime.
Yes. Give me a second as I find more information about Barge Right In, because otherwise you guys get the sentences I told you, and that's about it, and I gotta make shit up. Which sounds like I may have to do anyway, so hold on.
Oh no, improv.
Wow, this
Well-
place looks like it sucks.
Hey, I'm good for it. I just saying that it might be better if we had more information to at least build off of.
I would just remind the group, be careful what you say to people around here. We don't know who's affiliated with the cult or not.
Affiliated with the what now? No,
cults.
we're just mercenary groups investigating the area.
Yeah, you're right.
It looks
We don't-
like that's about what we got, guys. It looks like I'm gonna have to bullshit everything in here.
Oh, cool.
I got a singular person's name. So, we're gonna make this work together.
Sweet.
By work
So-
together, I mean you guys are gonna ask questions and I'm gonna have to make a bunch of shit up as we go. Give
Okay.
me a couple more seconds just to double check I'm not wrong. God damn it.
A very dirty area.
Yeah, this area is very like run down and old when you guys get here. Like that was part of the description, is like it is just, you can tell it's very, very old. All the buildings look rebuilt. And
how are we
not
doing
like
on
fancily rebuilt, but like rebuilt.
Yeah? How are we doing on healing potions? Since I know we probably wasted a lot last time.
I don't we have any left.
I don't think we have any. unless somebody actually had like a little common one left. But the big ones got used. I know that.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm all. Yeah, because all you guys give me your vials and stinky jars.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I forgot I had that.
Nope, that is it. I gotta make shit up.
Okay.
Woo.
I got one person's name, so.
All right. Well, I guess we'll drop off the horses and carriage at the stable. How much does that cost to have them stable it for the night?
It is. The stables themselves are at no cost. It is kind of. Well, it kind of depends. If you guys stay at the inn, it'll be at no cost. If you guys don't stay at the inn, then they'll charge you for setting them up. But figure if you go to the inn, you'll
We'll
probably put your horses
stay
up for
there.
night. Yeah.
Do you guys want to go directly to the inn, or do you want to stop at the market before we go in there, see if there's anything
what
there?
time of day is it?
It's. I would say it is. Hold on. It is daytime. Like I'd say like 10 a.m. ish. Oops, didn't mean to do that.
All right.
Market.
I would cast detect magic as we head towards the market to see if there's anything magical there.
Yeah, I'll do a ritual cast to detect magic before we walk in too.
So as you guys start kind of casting magic in the middle of the open, people start looking at you a little funny. Not quite agreeing with the public usage of magic in a small town area. And as you guys finish casting your magics, you guys do not detect anything of actual magical nature.
Okay.
What do we see at the market?
You guys see what looks like one area. One of the areas is selling mundane foods and like rations, pretty much. You see one area that's selling mundane items, as in like tools, simple things, all like shovels, simple material and tools that you guys could use. You see one selling mundane like armors, but basic armors, only like leathers and studded leathers, nothing like plate or anything like that. Nothing beyond studded leather. And even hide. Actually, you do see hide. And then you guys see a set of mundane weaponry, so people who are selling different kinds of weapons. He looks to be almost dirty in the face as if he's a smith. And then you see one area that seems to be selling... Let me roll a dice on this one. Told you I have to make shit up, so... There's gonna be a lot of dice rolling. You guys come across one individual who seems to be selling what looks like healing potions.
Oh.
And no, in my perspective, just so you guys know, I do not consider healing potions innately magical.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
I kind of see him more as like a utility with magical property, not being like a fully magic item or anything.
Fair enough. Who's good at talking?
I am.
I can be persuasive if that's what you mean.
Haggle!
Yeah, if you guys want to find something, I can try to talk them down on the price.
I'd like to approach the tool seller and see if they're selling a pickaxe, a crowbar, and a shovel.
You do not see you do see a shovel. You do see a pickaxe, but you do not see a crowbar. The pickaxe seems to be in a pretty worn condition, and the shovel seems to be pretty normal. Like, it looks like it's been used a little bit, but it's nothing crazy. It doesn't look like it's close to breaking. The pickaxe, on the other hand, looks like it's been quite heavily used. And it also doesn't seem to be sitting in an area that seems like it's being sold. It seems to be sitting at this person's side.
Didn't I buy a shovel last session?
I think you did.
Okay, I don't have it in my stuff.
Never bad to have to. Hello there. I was looking for just to get some working tools. Do you happen to have a shovel for sale? And I see you have a pickaxe on the ground there. Is that for sale as well?
Says the shovel is for sale. Hey, the pickaxe though. He says that's a trusty tool of mine. I've been using it for many, many years. Says the shovel I'll hand you to you for 2 gold pieces.
2 gold.
2
I was
gold.
thinking somewhere more like 7 silver. What is there something special about this, or
You can go
what's up
ahead
with the up price?
and roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Yep.
While he does that, does he have any woodcarver's tools while I'm browsing?
He does not seem to have anything like he doesn't have like masonry tools. He doesn't have like wood carvers or alchemist supplies. He has very, very basic tools.
Okay.
As you say that, he kind of looks at you and that's funny. He looks at you and he says, 2 gold is standard cost for a shovel. I'm barely making money here.
Well, all's fair in this crazy world. I'll toss him the 2.
He says, good doing business with you. He says, if you want my trusty pickaxe at my side, I'll sell it to you for 15 gold.
I'll look
I
at
have
Fowler
no
and just
immediate.
shake my head no.
Yeah. I have no immediate need for it, friend, but I'll keep that in mind if the need ever arises. Thank you. Are you a miner yourself, or what do you use it for?
He says, I do many kinds of intricate jobs where I may need my pickaxe. I've had it since I was a child, given to me by my father. He was the mining type. He used to prospect all kinds of things. Metals, gems, so on and so forth.
What race is the person I'm talking to?
He looks to be human.
Okay. What can you mine over in this area? Are there a lot of mines close by?
He says, I haven't done any mining near here.
And your father? Where did he hail from?
He says, we were from far north. He says, we come from a set of mountains far north that I cannot think of because I don't have a big enough map.
Yes, I haven't been able to make it to those ones in my lifetime. Well, thank you for your time today.
He says, no problem. Thanks for the business.
While we have your ear, we're here searching for a delegation of sorts, a caravan, maybe known as the Mirabar delegation. Have you seen or heard of anything of that sort?
As you say, he kind of squints his eyes and looks at you. He says, it depends. What kind of money are you paying for this information?
I'll clutch my coin purse and I'll say, well, friend, what seems fair to you?
He says it depends on what kind of information you're looking for. I have some information, but the information that you need could be pricey. And he kind of like does like the money thing with his fingers.
We're just looking to see where they've gone.
He says, that won't cost you too much. Slap me a gold piece and I could tell you some of that. And he winks at you.
I'll pass it over.
Okay. Fair enough.
So as you slap down the gold piece, he takes it and he kind of like flips it in his knuckles, and then he puts it in his hand and he looks at you and he says, I don't know if it's the same delegation you're talking about. There was a large caravan of people that came by. Looked to be pretty important. A lot of important looking folks, some good armor, dwarven people. There was a elf individual. Because a large group of people came through. They traveled through here just about 2 weeks ago. And they came through, they stayed the night, and they passed on through. That's all there was to it. They seemed to have pretty important business, and their caravans seemed to be heavily guarded. They took shifts, guarding their wagons and such, as everyone else was resting in the inn. So whatever they had seemed important. Might have been the group you're looking for. Can't promise that it was, but seems to be the right thing.
And the direction they headed?
He says they went... I had to look at the map because I always fuck this up because these things are backwards. Hold on. Says they went that way, and they point to the road that you guys just came from.
Okay. Appreciate the information, friend.
He says, and I appreciate the business.
Actually, do you remember any specifics of the people that were in the caravan, like race or
Need some dwarves and some half elves, I believe.
dwarves and half elves? Okay. That's it.
Alright.
wanting to go to the food shop.
Okay. You arrive to what looks like an older individual, kind of just like poking and prodding at a single cabbage with like their hand on their head as if they're super bored.
Hello, good sir. What types of foods do you sell here? I have some stuff I might want to trade, and I'm also just kind of wondering what you have.
He says, well, I'm not in the business to trade. I'm in the business to make money. As you can see, I got quite a lot of stock. And he turns around and you see, like, all kinds of, like, fruits, vegetables. There's even some, like, dried meats hanging around. He says, depends on what you're looking for. I have the most basic things in terms of vegetables, fruits, and your typical dried, smoked, and salted meats.
Where do you get your meats from?
He says, we hunt them ourselves.
So is fresh game kind of a little bit of a commodity around here, then?
He says, I wouldn't necessarily call it a commodity. Everyone knows how to hunt. Some people are just too lazy to do it.
Well, I got a nice rabbit here, and I got quite a bit of crocodile meat, if you're interested.
He says, as cool as it sounds, I think I'm more interested in making money.
All right, that's fair enough. Do you know anywhere I could potentially sell these?
He says, around here, most people, I mean, as you can tell, the town's kind of run down. Most people aren't willing to part with their coin. They're usually trying to skip as much money out of people as they can, so... And he kind of raises his shoulders in, like, a nonchalant, like, I don't care kind of way as he says this.
Okay. Do you happen to have any eggs?
He says, eggs. He says, I probably have a few. And then he kind of, like, looks under his, like, he kind of, like, dips, oh my god, under his stall and looks for, and just looks, you can hear him, like, shuffling a little bit, and then you see him pull out what looks like a small, like a cardboard thing that's just holding a few, it looks like a few dozen eggs. And he's like, yeah, it looks like I have some legs left over.
I will trade you this rabbit for those eggs.
He says, you really don't listen very well, do you?
Fine, I'll trade you this rabbit and 2 silver for those eggs.
He says, you don't listen very well, do you?
Cool story, bro. Alright, how much for the eggs?
He says, he starts counting them. Says, for 27 eggs. Says, I'll charge you 5 silver.
4 silver for 2 dozen.
Roll persuasion.
While he does that, can I look around at the vendors and see which one looks like the most, like, shifty? Like, they'll sell you, like, kind of, like, dangerous items?
Go ahead and roll. Probably insight.
Straight roll.
He lost you, actually, so he will accept that trade of 4 silver for 24 eggs.
5.
Okay, deal.
You seem to tell that, like, a lot of the people here either look bored, look like they're trying to get more gold out of people, but no one seems to look like shady or shifty or as if they're trying to hide anything.
I'm not trying to see if they're hiding anything. I just want to see which one looks like. They'll sell me something like, maybe like poisonous or something.
Yeah, you don't see anyone that seems like they would sell anything in the open like this right now.
Okay.
Can I wander over to the knick-knack dealer?
The knick-knack dealer.
I follow.
I would... Let me see if there is a knick-knack dealer. Hold on.
What was that? Wasn't
that
it the first guy you said or something like that?
No, it was mundane. That was the mundane items guy who just sold you, like, simple tools. Like the shovel, that stuff. That was that guy.
Weapon guy, then.
Okay.
Black
You go over to the
suit
weapon guy, and he seems to actually have quite a range of weapons. He doesn't seem to have any kind of ranged weapons, but he does seem to have all kinds of melee weapons.
No light
He doesn't
hammers, my friend.
So there's a light hammer. I got plenty. And then you hear him kind of like turn around, and behind him there's like a couple of trunks, and he opens one of them, and he kind of like, you hear him like shift around a couple of pieces of like items, and then you hear he turns around and slams down a light hammer.
Is that the only one you have?
He says, all the ones I have are about the same, unless you're looking to have, one of the better ones.
No, just looking to see that you had more. How much would you want for, say, 5 light hammers?
He says they're 2 gold apiece.
Can I expect the quality of the light hammers being a proficiency in smithing?
What are you trying to inspect about them?
Trying to say that they're sturdy or like usable, stuff like that.
By light
Yeah, you
hammer, do you
can-
mean like a woodworking hammer?
No, I meant
it's
like
it's like a thrown weapon.
Oh, okay.
He, when you look at the items, you can easily tell that they are well made. They are not like shifty. They are not barely held together. They are very well made.
okay.
He says it's 2 gold apiece.
I'll take 5 for 8, friend.
Roll persuasion. He rolled a 19.
Of course.
So, as he looks at you, he says, and I guess you'll have to find somewhere else to buy some light hammers then, will ya?
I guess so. And I turn off and walk away.
While that was happening, can I have gone to the tool guy alone? Like back to him?
Sure. Are you specifically trying to avoid everyone on the party seeing you?
No, I'm just kind of wandering off. If people see me, that's fine. But
Okay.
I just want to kind of go alone if possible.
Yeah, I would say you can try. You can pretty much go alone. I was just saying, what we'll probably do at the end of it is just have everyone roll perception, and what they see happen will kind of dictate based on the rolls. Go ahead and yeah. What are you gonna do?
I want to ask him if I can get a regular like woodworking hammer from him.
He actually does have a normal woodworking hammer. Give me 1 second. He pulls it out. It looks a little like worn. It's nothing like crazy beaten, but you can tell that it's definitely been used. And he looks at you and he says, "For this, just 1 single gold."
And how about some nails? Do you have any nails?
He says, "What variety of nails? What kind of iron or what kind of metal you looking for?"
Just basic.
He's
Whatever
in a-
iron.
He's gonna pull out a few what looks like iron nails, and he says that. Hold on. He says he will, for every 5, he will charge you 1 silver.
Okay. How about this? I'll give you 1 gold and 2 silver for the hammer and 20 nails.
You can roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yes.
Oh, it was so close to being a 19.
That is rough. So he does beat you. So he does look at you and say, "As much as I love to see new people in town trying to haggle, that's not what we're here in the market for. We're here to make money." Says it is. He says the price is firm. Is 1 gold for the hammer, and a
Firm.
silver per 5 nails.
All right, fine. I'll pay your asking price if you can tell me where I can get some lumber as well.
He says no one's selling lumber today at the market. He says sometimes you can get lucky and some people will sell materials. Doesn't seem to be any people in town that are doing it today, though.
Okay. I will take the hammer and the 20 nails for 1 gold and 4 silver.
Cool. There you go.
Well, you guys ready to head into the barge right in?
Before we
There's
leave
a-
the weapon shop,
Go ahead.
Kodak is gonna look for either the biggest fucking sword or the biggest fucking hammer that the guy has.
So when you don't see anything in sight, you can ask for something if you would like.
Ask him for his biggest sword or hammer.
So he looks at you and he says, "I have a something for each." And then he's gonna pull out. He says, "Are you looking for something on the simpler side? Or are you looking for something a little bit more damaging?"
Damaging.
So he is going to pull out what looks like a large, ornate, very incredibly well made greatsword.
How much is it?
He says it is 500 gold for the weapon.
Ah, okay, fine. can't afford it. I don't think we could afford it as a party. So
No.
I think
Before we
could.
leave, I would buy some healing potions, just basics,
Okay.
from whoever
Um,
sells them.
He says, well, if you can't seem to afford the big greatsword, I do have a normal greatsword for sale. And I also
Oh.
have a great hammer.
I will buy the great hammer.
Hold on.
1,000 gold.
No, this one seems to be completely normal. He says this is going to cost 25 gold pieces.
I pay the man
Okay, and then now you have a great hammer.
because Kordak is too stupid to haggle.
I also want to get a healing potion.
So I said great hammer. It's called a maul because I'm stupid.
Yeah. I figured that's what you meant.
He looked at you, saw how dumb you may be, and said great hammer. That's what we'll roll it as.
A big hammer.
Healing potions, they tell you, are 50 gold pieces a pop for the basic ones.
How many potions
How many do they
you
have?
need?
They seem to have quite a bit. As in, you guys probably could not buy all of them.
I will buy 2.
Okay, minus 100 gold plus 2 potions of healing.
Soren will buy one as well.
Okay, minus 50 gold plus 1 potion of healing.
Is it just the
Fallon will
commons?
buy one.
Falorn, you said 1?
Yeah, just one. So 50.
Minus 50 gold plus 1 healing potion. What did you
Oh.
say, Arlock?
I asked if they're just the commons.
Yes, the regulars. The regular common healing potions.
Oh, I feel dumb. As Soren walked out of the tool shop, he opens his backpack and reaches in and pulls out a small pouch with wood nails inside of it. How many nails are in there?
I don't remember buying wood nails.
It was a trinket, remember? Because I went there and you said a small pouch of nails, and everyone started laughing because it was right after the nail thing. And then it ended up being wood nails, you said.
I
I don't
remember
know.
this.
And it was rumored to be from the coffin of a murderer.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It was a note I put with it.
Here we go.
You probably need like 8 to
Um,
10 nails to seal a coffin, so if they're all there, that's what I would guess, but I'm not the DM,
Yeah.
so...
There are. You have 11 nails in there, but they are kind of shifty to be used.
I'll
They
take it.
seem a little old and rusted, but they are nails.
Tetanus
take it.
nails.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey man, that's gonna kill someone. Alright,
Alright.
we go to the end.
All right, you guys arrive in the inn. It looks like there's just a bunch of normal people hanging out in here. No one seems to stick out. The only person that seems to be moving more very rapidly is the owner, or what you would assume is the owner. Once I find his name, or the innkeeper. I'm sorry. He is a half elf. I can't speak today. As you come in, you can see that he's keeping careful watch over you.
And you said there's
Yeah,
not much business happening in here otherwise?
No, it's just a few normal people. He seems to be the busiest person, keeping track of everyone's food, drinks, etc.
Gotcha.
Excuse me, sir, where's the bathroom?
He takes his thumb and points in the direction behind him, and you see what looks like a pair of doors that lead to a bathroom, or bathrooms.
Cool, thank you. I go inside of there and I'll cast Detect Magic again, just in case.
So you know that
Well-
people are going to hear you casting that, right? It is not quiet.
I'm just gonna start saying, "Oh, it's a big one. Don't mind me."
So it is going to be very obvious that you're casting a spell inside the bathroom. People are going to be looking towards the bathroom. Very, very funny as you're casting this spell.
Soren's gonna
Uh,
facepalm.
Before I leave, I would open my 3 stinky jars that I have. And just let them cook in there while I cast my magic.
Okay. Anyone else have anything they're trying to do?
I like to approach the owner and go, "Well, that was weird of him." Anyway, we're looking for a few rooms for the night, if that's all right.
He says, of course, that's what an inn's for, correct? And then he says, let me look at my my ledger and see how many people are here. And he seems to like flip through his book, or a book, and
Oh,
he
Lord.
flips back and forth between a few pages. And then after a little bit, he kind of like draws his finger down. And he says, "I have 4 rooms available currently." And he's gonna point up to like a second floor. He's gonna say, "It's those 4 right next to each other. It's gonna be 2 gold pieces a night for each room."
We'll take 3 rooms, and I pass over the 6 gold.
He says, "Thank you very much." And he's gonna write, and he says, "Which of those 3 do you want?" And there's
Well,
just
it's
like 4 rooms right next to each other. They're like in the center of the hallway upstairs that he's pointing at. It's just 4 rooms right next to each other.
we'll just take the closest 3.
All right, and he crosses. He starts like writing some stuff down, and then he says, "All right, it's those 3 closest to the stairs." Says, "Enjoy the night."
Thank you so much. We just got into town ourselves. Any word around town?
Says the same thing as always. People passing through, people stay a night, and they leave.
We've mercenaries from up north a bit, and we were investigating a caravan that came here about 2 weeks back. Do you happen to have any recollection of those folks?
He kind of looks at you for a second, and he says, "Not particularly. Most people that come here kind of come in, throw me coins, stay the night, and move on. I don't intend to ask too many questions, considering the area I'm in. I'm kind of far away from any help or, others."
Fair enough, friend. Well, thank you for the night. We might be ordering some drinks later if that's all right with you.
Says, "Of course. That's what I'm here for. Food, drink, and sleep."
Perfect. I'll toss Kordak and Arlok one of the keys and keep one for myself, and motion for them to head to the rooms with me.
All right.
Follow.
Think we should have a quick discussion about what's going on and what our next move should be in a room.
Alright, I finish up in the bathroom. Do I detect anything?
You do not.
Alright, I would, I'll pack up my jars. I would leave the bathroom, just go, whoa, boy, that was the tough one, and just head upstairs.
You can see
Did
the
you wash your
half-elf
hands?
owner rolls his eyes at you.
Before going upstairs, I'm gonna walk up to the innkeep and say, "Hi, what's your name?"
Says, "My name is Nalisker Thayland."
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. Do you happen to have any sunflower wine?
He says, "Sunflower wine." "I don't believe so." Says, "I can check the back stock here in a few minutes when I get a chance, but I don't believe I have, and if I do, it's probably aged and not in the good way."
That's fair enough. Do you happen to know who could have some anytime soon?
Hold on. Give me 1 second. He says there is a place to the south that he's heard that carries specific kinds of wines made from more natural ingredients that aren't quite as human heavy made. And he says that you could also try Yartar. He says Yartar is one of the only other places he's heard of sunflower wine being common, at least. He says if you're lucky, there is also an individual who comes through every once in a while in the market and sells wines, and he has quite the collection. He's seen some pretty expensive wines in there, and he wouldn't be surprised if he had something like that.
Awesome. Do you have any idea when he might be around?
He says, unfortunately, he's a random one. He doesn't come in so often. He says, I saw him about 10 days ago, and he's usually in, I would say he's in at least once a month. So he could be here soon, and it could be a month, or it could be 2 weeks before he's back again.
Okay. Do you happen to know his name?
Now, why would you ask me that?
Do you also happen to know his favorite things to eat and stuff like that too?
What are the
What was
colors
his
of
mother's
eyes?
name? What's
His name
his
is Hedge.
surname?
His name
So
is
he's-
Hedge.
He says he's a pretty old guy. He says he doesn't really know too much about him. He says he heard his name is Anatole, but he's not 100% sure. I now have to
Okay.
make a note page of NPCs I made up for this campaign.
Oh yeah.
And what they do, so I don't forget them.
I'll hold you to it. I'll be looking for this guy.
Alright,
I
anything
appreciate.
else?
I appreciate that very much, and I set a silver down.
And he says, and I appreciate that very much. And he takes it, and you see him roll it through his knuckles incredibly skillfully. And then he kind of flips it into his hand and puts it into a pouch.
Can I make an insight check on like whether this guy's like, I don't know, a little sneaky?
I would say that's not necessarily something you could just tell out of a person, like
Okay.
innately. If there's
Okay.
something else you want to try to insight or perceive, and you have something that is a little bit easier to tell that can actually be done, I would give it to you. But something just knowing if someone's sneaky is kind of hard to just like tell about somebody by just looking at them.
Okay. Yeah, I just kind of want to know like if he's like combat trained in a way, like roguish, I guess.
I would say you could look at him and tell if he looks combat experienced if you were to do an insight roll.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Valorant can also do that, by the way.
14.
So your best guess of him is he looks experienced, not necessarily maybe in combat, but he does seem to be able to hold his own. He's definitely someone that like one of you or your party members could easily overcome. But if he were to be taken on by like a thug or a bandit, he could probably handle his own in that situation.
Okay.
You can tell that it's probably your best guess is based in the area he's in. He's probably had to deal with it before, and he's probably used to it.
Okay, makes sense as an innkeep, I guess, in this area.
I rolled sleight of hand to try to do the same coin trick, and I got a nat 20.
Yeah, you were definitely able to do the same thing.
Awesome.
Phelan, that's cool. You need to show me how to do that. I'm gonna try and do it too.
Honestly, I have no idea how I just did it.
You can do sleight of hand and try.
I'm gonna try.
I thought you were upstairs stealing like pillows and
I did it
blankets and
better.
towels.
You did indeed. I would say an innate natural 20 is better than a normal roll like that.
Okay, fair enough.
But you did seem to do it pretty well. You didn't seem to do the same skill that this guy did it, but you did it really well still. He even kind of gave a little chuckle as he saw you do it.
That's fun. I'm gonna have to do that a little more often.
Arlock, you kind of look like
Drop
you're
the
having finger issues as you're doing it. Like you're kind of missing a couple fingers here and there. You keep dropping the coin. You're
I was
having
gonna say the coin
A rough
drops out
time.
of my hand and rolls out the door. Fuck.
No, not my copper. Anyway, I'll call for Soren to come up, meet with us in the room.
I'm coming. I come upstairs.
You can as you like look down to call for him. You kind of see the innkeeper give like a really weird look at you guys, like he's very concerned about what may be going on.
I mean, I just unloaded in that bathroom.
Sorry again about him.
He says,
It's-
"I've had worse."
I don't doubt it. And I'll head upstairs.
All right, are you guys all in the room right now?
I believe
Yeah, we would be in the room, I guess.
I think we'd be meeting in one room, just kind of discuss what to do next.
All right, have your conversation.
So, what do you guys think of this town?
It sucks.
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
shitty. There's no trinket merchant. I don't like it.
Uh,
What
place
type
seems
of-
pretty run down, and I think the barkeep's the only person who keeps an eye on what goes around this place.
I'm not sensing much in terms of them being in any sort of trouble or causing any trouble, but this is our best lead for the delegation, and I feel.
I mean,
like
yeah,
it-
so
it
far
would-
I think I've caused the most trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we may need to spend the day looking for some leads because all we have right now is turn around and go back the way you came.
You guys don't forget. I would say you still have this information. I think one of you still has it. It's like the strange map thing. If one of you guys don't have it, then I would
have
say that like okay, so you guys have the location of a place called the Sacred Stone
I
Monastery.
was gonna say, don't we have the monastery? That's like pretty close.
I guess
That's
we can
back
ask
in
for
the hills,
information.
right?
I mean,
it's
yeah,
north-
but like,
it's north of here.
unless we
Pretty
do like
north.
small jobs around here.
What was the other town that was nearby?
Ironford.
Ironford. I will literally have to make up everything if I go there. If you guys go there, I'm not opposed to it. Just know that the shit I say will be interesting.
Or is it even worth going there?
Is there a sunflower merchant there?
I mean,
I will-
if it's not fleshed out, I would assume it's not worth anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say-
let me read for a second. If you guys want to keep talking, I will tell you as soon as I figure out anything about it. If there's anything, if there's not anything, then well, fuck me, I guess.
I
Oh,
think
fuck,
there was
did I put it on the
a
map?
Smith in town. I think I could probably talk to him and see if we can do anything interesting with the Sharktooth longswords. I have a couple
Yeah, that-
ideas.
Yeah.
Oh,
Me-
speaking of which, Kordak will pull his great sword or great axe off his back and drop this 7-foot sized half orc great axe in your lap.
I'm gonna
You
need
do
a
that
more.
now.
Oh no, I had. I could, but I have other ideas too.
Well,
I
you
think it's a
asked
good
for an
idea.
axe. I bought a hammer. There's an axe.
Oh, okay. It's just.
I
mean,
think it's.
We do have a bunch of stuff to sell, and it seems like people here don't really buy stuff at all.
Yeah,
They
they're not
sell
really.
a rabbit. And
There is
and just-
literally nothing on Ironford in this book.
All right, fuck
Nothing.
Ironford. We're not going there.
Yeah, fuck
Okay.
it.
So, what I'm thinking right now is they probably had to store their stuff in the stables. We might be able to find some information there. Maybe look around town, see if that we can gather some information, or even if this tavern has like a board that might like a help wanted board or a notification board of anything in the area. But if we can't find any information, we might be able to go to the monastery and explore that area from the map that I have. That's what I have for right now.
I mean, we also
City
have
seems
Knife Point. We also have Knife Point Gully where that guy in the hood disappeared in.
That's true. We can. So let's investigate for today, see what information we can find here, and then head out tomorrow and decide which direction we're headed.
All right, I'll go poke around the stables and see if there's anything going on over there. I mean, they probably get a lot of people coming and going.
Yeah.
You said there was a Smith in town, right?
Sorry, I've been reading. Have to flip back. It says there is. It houses blacksmiths and dealers who buy. Yep, blacksmiths.
All right. While they go to the the stables, I'll go to the blacksmith.
Okay.
And
Oh, God.
I was gonna say, did you say there were like carpenters here too? Like I believe you
No.
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 There are
Okay.
dealers who buy, sell horses, mules, oxen, wheelwrights, coopers, and wagon makers. It has
Coopers.
inn stables and warehouses and 2 concentric rings of high protective walls with gates that are firmly closed and barred by night.
So coopers, meaning those that build chicken coops?
We're about to find out. Only coopers I know is myself. A cooper is someone who makes or repairs casks and barrels.
Ah.
I go to the Cooper.
I'll head towards the stables. Sojiro and Kordak, are you heading towards the blacksmith? See if they could do anything with the axe and the longswords.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay. So I got Sojiro, Kordak going to the blacksmith. I got Soren going where?
The Coopers.
Okay. Fallon and Arlok, where are you two going again?
I'm gonna look for a job posting board or a help wanted board or anything around the town that may indicate that there's a problem or a need for help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fallon.
I'm heading towards the stables to investigate specifically the one group that we're looking for, but also just some recent travel if they've heard anything.
I'm gonna start with you then, Fallon. When you
Yep.
get to the stable, you see one person who seems to be the stable hand, who seems to be taking care of most of the animals, and then you see a mostly actually empty stable outside of the actual animals that you guys brought in. There's only one other horse.
I'll give him a wave and start approaching.
He kind of just doesn't really respond. He just kind of looks at you as he continues his work.
Okay. Hey friend, I'm been looking for some information. If you have some time.
Says it depends on the information you're looking for.
I heard about 2 weeks back you had a caravan come in through this town. We heard news from them from some people that were working for it and have been trying to look for them since then. Have you? Do you remember some folks who came into town that matched that description?
Says the last caravan that came in was a pretty large one. They were all uptight and had a stick up their you-know-whats. Their damn guards wouldn't even let me mess with their horses, so I couldn't do anything. All they did was stare at me all funky, so I couldn't even do my job. I kind of just had to sit here all day.
Well, that's weird.
Says, yeah, I guess that's what happened when you have high-maintenance prissy people that come through.
Yeah, I hate those types of pricks. So if they didn't have you touch the horses or anything, did they stable them themselves?
Says, I stabled them, but once I got them in here, I wasn't really allowed to mess around, or I wasn't allowed to really even mess with their horses. All I did was drop their feet and kind of gave me the stink eye, so I kind of just backed up every time.
Did they happen to say anything of where they were going or why they were being so precautious? Did you see anything that they were carrying?
I didn't see anything they were carrying. I don't tend to look in people's stuff. I don't really tend to eavesdrop either. I kind of focus on the animals. It's my job. I didn't hear anywhere they're going. All I know is that when they did leave, I saw them go back up that road, and he points to the same road that you guys have been traveling.
Thank you for your time. Sorry to take away. Here, buy a drink on me, and I'll give him 5 silver.
He says, I appreciate that. He says, you folks have a fantastic day.
You as well.
You folk, because there's only one of you.
Yeah, and I'll for now just head back to the tavern and wait for everyone.
Arlock, your turn. Go ahead and roll perception for me.
Sure thing. Oh my god.
All right. So either your eyes have failed you today, or you just don't know what a damn board looks like, because you do not find a single thing that looks resembling of the things you are looking for.
Yeah, I'm just wandering aimlessly.
Yep. That's kind of what it seems. You got lost in the sauce.
That's fair.
All right. Sojiro and Kordak.
We head to the smith.
Okay, you guys are there.
And I'll say, hello there, sir. I may inquire you about something.
He says the answer to your inquiry depends on what you inquire about.
And I'll pull out the shark-tooth longsword. And I would also pull out, I guess, Kardak's great axe, since he dropped it on my lap.
Which is like almost 3 feet taller than you are.
He says, oh, that's an interesting pair of weapons there. What do you need with them? Repair?
Well, no. See, the shark-tooth longsword seems to be made from actual teeth from some sort of monster, and we were trying to see if we can find a way to somehow attach that to the axe, and I wanted to consult another expert to see if that was at all possible.
He says, well, I can give you advice, but it ain't gonna come free.
I would a silver, maybe,
As soon as you pull out like a silver and hold it to him, as if like would this work, he just starts chuckling out loud.
I say fine, and I pull out a gold.
He says, that's closer.
A gold and a half.
He says, how about this? You give me 3 gold pieces and I'll give you the information that I think would suffice.
Can I insight check him to see, like, he'll actually give me good information, or just be like, no, you're shit out of good luck, guy?
That's a hard one to tell. I would say you can tell if he's lying to you through insight, or if he's gonna give you, or if he's bullshitting you on the gold part, but you wouldn't really be able to tell, like, the future of what he's gonna tell you.
Alright, can I just see if he's bullshitting me?
Yes, you surely can.
Alright. No money, no money, 3!
So, to your best knowledge, it looks like he's telling the truth.
Fuck it! I give him the 3 gold.
He takes the 3 gold, he shakes it in his hand, and he says, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Fusing teeth to steel is not gonna be easy. He says, I can't say that it's not possible, but it would take quite a lot of time and quite a lot of effort. You might go through a few swords, and maybe even axes trying it, and just in case you mess it up. He says, your best bet is to bang out notches of the axe, and just big enough for those teeth to come out to be able to, create whatever effect you're going for to match that longsword.
Oh, well, that's pretty simple. Let's just find a rock.
And he looks at you and he's like, I'd be a little more careful than that.
Okay, how about this? Would it be possible to convert these long swords into short swords?
You mean, like, turn them into... with the teeth?
No, without the teeth. Like, we just kind of knock out some of the teeth and just make it shorter.
He's gonna look at you and say, oh, if you look at the material of it, it looks like the effectiveness of the sword is the teeth itself. If you were to take off the teeth and reduce the size of it, it would just be a beat stick.
Well, no, like... So, where's the teeth on the sword, actually? I'm asking you,
So-
the DM.
The sword itself isn't like a metal sword with teeth. It looks
No, I know,
like
I know it's like a... No, go ahead.
yeah, it's just like it looks like it has like almost like a bone middle structure with teeth attached to it on the sides.
Right, so what I'm saying is, like, just make it shorter. It's just like, we cut off, like, half of it, and then, like, just make it a short sword.
So when I asked, I said, "Did you want to take the teeth off or leave them on?"
Oh.
And you
Oh,
said,
leave
"Take
them
them
on."
off."
No,
Okay.
no, leave them on.
Say, yeah, okay. So he says, I mean, you could certainly try. It's going to be a complicated process because you're taking the build of what is innately a longsword and trying to shorten it. It's not very easy. You have the hilt, and then he starts talking, rambling about how all these things that need to be changed in their actual function. And he says, it's just not going to be easy. I'm not saying it's not possible, but I'm not saying it's going to be very easy.
We have a ton of these things, right?
Yeah, we do. We have, like, 13.
Kordak picks one up and tries to snap it in half.
Wait. I have a better idea.
Nope. Kordak just goes for it.
Roll
No, it was
a-
still destructive, but, you know, you could do that.
roll
It's
a,
just like a breaking a stick over his knee. He's just gonna see what happens if he tries to snap one in half.
roll an athletics check.
Athletics, 13.
So you kind of take it and you start like trying to like snap it over your knee, and you can feel like the bend of it because of the bone, but it doesn't seem to give and break. It seems to be pretty well put together.
So okay, so it doesn't just clean. It's not
All
like
right, can
made
I-
of bone.
Can I investigate the weapon itself and see, like, is there, like, a weak point so that we can strike it in the perfect spot to, like, make it shorter and, like, snap it in half?
You can certainly try.
What?
Kordak
Kinda roll.
pulls.
Investigation, because you are going to physically like look at it and kind of check for something that's physically like there.
Investigation? Okay. 23.
So you're looking at it and you don't seem to find any spots that are like definingly like, hey, if I hit the spot, it's gonna crack. Because if you're making a sword and you have spots like that, it's not usually good. Your best like assumption of looking at this when you're looking for a spot to be able to like find a part of it to break to be able to shorten is if you look at the hilt and the actual bone structure itself. They seem to be separable if you had enough time and if you put enough time and effort into actually trying to pry them apart.
Do they? So they can't just be like cut either. Then.
I mean, I'm sure you could if you guys like.
Well, I've got the bent
Dual
one,
to.
so can I just stick it
Okay,
on
okay.
the ground in the
This,
dirt? Try and chop it?
this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna try.
I mean, I have a damaged one, so if we ruin this one, it doesn't really matter. I bent it, so I could just throw it on the ground and see if I can chop it with the axe.
Oh no, I was gonna say if we can like clamp it and then you just kind of push down really hard to see like if it snaps that way.
We're gonna go with Kordak's idea first. So, because he had already said he wanted to do it. So, you're gonna stick this thing in the ground, as bent as it is, and I need you to make a weapon attack against it.
Okay. Can I rage?
Sure, it'll
Can I
use one of your
reckless it?
rages. You sure can.
Okay. Are you fucking? 12.
You do manage to hit it. Roll damage.
Okay. So it's sorry, 8 slashing.
So you do seem to know that like hitting a weapon against something, it's not gonna have the full effect as if you were hitting skin. but you do seem to kind of put like a chip in it, on as if you were chipping into someone's spine. You can tell that whatever bone this was made out of, it is thick and it is strong, but it's not invincible.
Okay. I'll pick
Okay,
it up. So true.
All right, I want to clamp the sword down in a way that the blade sticks out.
Do you have something to clamp it to?
Does the smith have anything like that?
You could certainly ask him.
Hey, you have a clamp?
He says, I got some things you can use to clamp it down, although my tools and materials don't come for free.
How much?
Says a gold and I'll let you use them.
All right, Shadow, take my money.
I love that we're more interested in how to break this fucking sword.
So you do, he does like kind of point you towards a set of tools where you can kind of like manage to clamp and put some things down to be able to hold the weapon still enough to where, I'm assuming you're clamping like the hilt down and then having like the sword stick out.
Yeah, that's the way I wanted it to.
Okay, so yeah, you're able to manage to do that pretty well.
So then I'll measure out how much I want to, how short I want the sword to be.
I would assume probably somewhere near the bend and the chip.
I mean, yeah. I'll kind of
Yeah.
like inspect it a bit and be like, all right, time to put that maul to work. And I'll tell you where to strike. It's right there.
So,
Okay.
in this instance, you can do an attack roll with advantage.
Okay. Hey.
Yay!
So now roll damage with the double damage. Or the double dice, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Hold on, that's not correct. I get an additional 4. Oh no, I don't have brutal critical yet. Never mind.
I think that doesn't come until like 9, doesn't it?
Yeah. 18 though. Plus 3, and I'm not raging anymore, so 21.
Alright. So you kind of just take your hammer and you strike down and crack right where he told you to do. And you can tell that it left a big enough dent to where if you keep going, it will eventually break in that spot.
Oh, so it's not like, it hasn't broken in half yet.
No, it is pretty intensely strong. Like, it does not feel like a human spine. Like, you're not just gonna slam down with the hammer and it's gonna shatter into a million pieces. Whatever this thing is, whatever this, like, material of bone was made out of, it was made out of something super dense.
Alright, strike it again. Fuck it, we're already here.
You can go ahead and roll advantage again.
20.
Yep, go ahead and, it's like a DC of like 8, so.
11.
So this time as you hit it, you kind of, instead of, knowing that you did a little bit of damage, you see the crack, like, actually fully, like, split and form. It's not broken yet, but it is really close, because as you can tell that it actually made some damage, not just on the surface, but it went through and kind of spread outward.
Okay, I'm just gonna swing again then.
Okay.
I'm sure that does
Yep. Yeah, it's literally DC 8. It's a standing still weapon.
it. 10.
Yeah, so as you crack down this time, that crack seems to fully go through, and it pushes through the blade, and the blade does seem to separate. Now, it's not a beautiful split, but it is a split weapon.
Roughly the size of a short sword. He asked.
Yeah,
Sub-Zero?
Yeah.
I would
Does
say
it look
it's-
like a short sword?
It's pretty close. It's not perfect, but it's close.
So what does the tip look like?
The tip of the blade,
Probably jagged as fuck.
yeah, it's like, the tip of the blade is like just the end of the bone structure, so it's not like an actual sharp material. The weapon itself was used specifically for like the shark teeth that were attached to it, so really like the pointed edge of it is not that sharp, honestly. Like if you hit somebody with it or poke somebody with it really hard, it's gonna hurt, but it's not gonna be like a killing blow kind of weapon.
Okay, so and we still have the other half of it, right?
Yeah, I would say you still have the other part of it. I wouldn't call it quite a half, but yeah.
And we still have the shark teeth on the short sword, right?
Yeah, I would say the shark teeth are both fused to still the bone pieces. Maybe, like, I'll say roll a flat d20 just to see if anything fell off. Like, as you were busting it, considering you were... Yeah, so, on both sides of it, a few of the teeth that were close to the actual cracked, or the part you were trying to break, seem to have fallen off, just because of the strength of the strike.
Interesting. Can I pick up some of the? Okay, so I have a lot of things now. So I want to pick up the teeth or whatever fell off.
Okay, I'll say 7 teeth fell off total.
7 teeth. Okay.
Yes.
And I have shark tooth short sword.
It is not fully short sword. You still have to make like a hilt and everything for it, and then be able to fuse it to make it a usable sword. Otherwise, you're just using you're just barehanding the shark tooth part of it as a sword, and that's probably not going to be very comfortable for whoever's using it.
Oh, I thought we still had I thought it was still attached to the hilt.
No, not that side. I was assuming that you guys were striking it to make it the length of a short sword. If you are talking about that's the other side of it, then the other side would be like a flat end of where it cracked open. If you're looking to use the hilt side of it.
Yeah, I wanted to essentially break off the top half and just keep the bottom half intact with the hilt.
So you can do that, but it still won't be like a super effective short sword because it's going to be heavy because the hilt and everything is still a long sword hilt, so it's still heavier than a short sword. And then the top of it itself, like where you guys cracked it, is just going to be like a flat piece. It's not going to have like a pointed edge or anything for like a normal short sword usage.
Okay, so if I wanted to convert the top half into a short sword, I need to attach a hilt.
Yes. You would have to build or have a hilt attached to it. That is a short sword to make it an effective short sword. Either side of that you use is going to have to be flexed and messed with to make it a fully functional short sword at this point.
And how long would that take?
You would have to play a fuck around and find out as your character, because you are not super versed in Sharktooth long sword to short sword conversion.
I don't think anyone is. Alright, I guess while we're chatting, I will start fucking around and see if I can attach a hilt to this thing.
So, you do not currently have a hilt.
Hey, bro, could I have a hilt?
Hold on so I can tell you a cost.
50 gold.
They're expensive, but they're not that expensive. He's gonna charge you 8 gold pieces for a hilt.
Yeah, cool. Anyway, I'll try to attach the hilt to the short sword.
So, do a general intelligence check. And then what tool proficiencies do you have again?
Carpenters, smiths, thieves, tinkerers, and woodcarvers.
So if you have Smith's tools, and I would say you're in a Smith shop, so you have access to his tools since you paid him, go ahead and make the roll with your proficiency.
So, intelligence with proficiency.
Yes.
15.
I would say that you're probably a few, days of time of figuring it out. It's probably going to take you a few work days to, piece this thing together, mess with it, and make it like an actual functioning sword. You've never messed with this material, for one. 2, you're not super advanced at working with weaponry yet. You're getting there, but you're not a perfectionist or a master of it. And then 3, this thing is also cracked and bent, and you have to figure out how to make it fit in there to actually perform as a short sword without hindering the weapon itself. So you are going to learn over time, and you could do it, but it's going to take you some time for sure.
Okay. Should I make another one while we're here, or do you think we should go Kordak?
Depends. Can we just narratively make another one?
I
We
would
know the
say-
process now.
I mean, yeah.
I would say you guys can crack it open. You'll roll another dice to see how many teeth have fallen off.
What would that? Oh, I guess you roll for that.
Just a d20, yeah, just a random d20. There's really no check I can apply to that. Okay, so I would say this time you had 8 teeth fall off overall from that crack. So there's a few less teeth. The crack itself seems to be a little bit more sustained, so it's not as uncomfortable to mess with, but it's still going to take you some time to be able to figure out how to fully form it into a sword or a short sword with the hilt. Are you buying another hilt, by the way, or are you just going to do that?
I'll just keep the one hilt for now and see how long it'll take me to make one.
Okay.
So now I have. Hold on, I need to make a bunch of custom things now. So
You have a short sword hilt.
short sword hilt.
Unfinished Sharktooth short swords. You have 2 of those.
2 unfinished dark, 2 short swords.
And then you have 14 shark teeth.
7 plus 8 is 15.
It was 6 and 8.
You said 7 the first time.
You said 7.
8.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'm good.
All right. Anything else while you guys are here?
Nah, we would, I don't know, Kardak, what do you want to do? I've kind
I
of
don't
wasted.
have anything.
Alright, fuck it, let's meet up with whoever. Fallord.
All right. Soren, you are at the Cooper.
Hello. First off, do you happen to know who Anatole is?
Says Anatole. Every once in a while he comes by, sells some wine. Sometimes he buys caskets from me before he leaves. Comes back using the same caskets. Has them fixed and repaired by me.
Do you have any idea where he's from?
He says, I know nothing about him. All I know is his name and that he buys stuff from me. Gives me gold so I don't ask questions.
Okay. How often does he come by? Once a month or so?
It says, it seems to be, sometimes he stops in for me to get his casks repaired. That sentence is hard. Get his casks repaired, but sometimes when he does that, he doesn't always come in to sell wine. I usually see him about twice a month. I saw him about 10 days ago.
Okay, that sounds good. Is there any way that you could let me know somehow if he was in town?
Says, I don't send message by bird or anything, if that's what you mean. And I'm not a
Yeah.
magic user, so I can't do anything like that either.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna have to hope I run into him.
Says, the only thing I could do is if you were willing to leave some money behind and buy something, I could put it on hold for you, but I'd require a fee for that too.
Oh, actually, yeah, that might work. So since you repair his casks, you probably at least get the smell of what's in them. Do you happen to know if he makes sunflower wine?
He's gonna look at you and say, I don't know what sunflower wine is.
You work in this business and you don't know the best thing in the world. Okay. Okay. How much do you think a bottle of wine would cost from him? Do you happen to know?
He says it really depends. He says, I've seen cheap bottles of wine from 1 gold, and I've seen some real expensive ones up to like 2,000 gold.
Okay. Yeah. I'll hopefully run into him then. But also while I'm here, you repair casks and barrels, yeah?
He says, I do.
So you probably have a small stack, if not large stack, of lumber laying around, correct?
Says it's not for sale, it's for the repair of all my stuff, but I do, yes.
Are you sure I couldn't persuade you to sell it?
He says if you could persuade me with a large pouch of gold.
I don't need a lot. I just need probably 5 planks.
He says, what kind of length?
5 feet or so, 4 feet. Not,
You're looking
not
for-
too big.
You're looking for 20 feet of wood.
Roughly, yeah. But hopefully in smaller segments, because I'm maybe roughly the height of a barrel, we'll say.
He says, well, like I said, where I get my lumber, it doesn't come in often, so I'd have to charge you 15 gold pieces a plank, because I'd have to be potentially out of work for however long.
Per plank. Oh, that's rough. Man, that's a lot. Would you accept a trade with some coin?
I have
Says-
this here rabbit.
He says, I doubt anything that you have to trade me would be suffice, but I'll hear you out.
Okay, I'm going to start laying some crap on his desk. I'm going to lay a hand crossbow with 87 bolts, a
Okay.
rapier,
Okay.
a shark tooth longsword,
Okay.
a C-Team lunchbox,
What?
Okay.
Lunchbox.
Oh my god.
a C-Team, a mood amulet, and I'm gonna explain what it does so he understands how cool it is. And I'm gonna pull out my music box and start dancing while holding it, and it'll start playing. And set that down. And then I'm going to put some rough crocodile hide on the table, along with a rabbit.
This is the dirtiest table ever.
And then one piece of manticore meat, and say this is a very exotic meat that you will not find anywhere, and I can guarantee that.
Says
And-
he says, what kind of meat?
Manticore.
He says, I don't know about not finding it anywhere, but you are right, that is exotic and rare.
Yeah, I thought you might say that. And then I will put 30 gold on the table and say, would you be willing to accept this trade for 5 pieces of lumber?
He's gonna look across all of your crap, and he's gonna say, you realize I'm a Cooper. I don't need any of this. At all. Whatsoever. And he's like, I don't even know if I like manticore meat. And then he's gonna say, just because I'm a nice guy, I'll take the hide, I'll take the rabbit, and I'll take 30 gold, and I'll give you 4 pieces of lumber.
Do you want the manticore meat as well?
He says, if you're gonna throw it in for free, I guess.
Could I persuade you to give me 5 if I include the manticore meat?
He says,
Really?
I'm not gonna trade manticore meat for a 5th plank. He says, that is too big of a risk on my end. He says, I'm already losing out on a lot of potential business by giving you any of it.
Okay, alright. So you said the hide, the rabbit, and what was the other one?
30 gold for 4 pieces of plank, or 4 planks.
Okay, I can do that deal.
Okay, there you go. Minus those things plus 4 planks, so 5 feet. So you got 20 feet total.
Okay, that works. I'm
These
keeping
things
the
are-
manticore meat.
These are taller than you, by the way, so they're awkward to carry.
I am aware.
And you guys do not have bags of holding yet.
I am aware.
Okay, just making sure.
You said
All
30
right.
gold?
Yes, 30 gold.
Okay. And then after that, I assume that everyone has been wandering around and would be going back to meet up at the inn.
All of these things kind of happen in the same instance. I would say Sojiro and Kordak took the longest.
And I do one more thing, because I looked up how to bend bone, and I think I could get it here.
I'm gonna give you a no, because you already tried. And since you had to look it up, I'm gonna say no.
Can I make a check just to be like, yeah, okay, I'll do it later.
If you can remember to do it later, we'll do it later.
Okay, we'll do it later then.
Right.
Because this is like one of those things like, oh, that's interesting. But yeah, I know how to bend bone now. Or at least later I will.
Alright, well, what I want to do is skirt around the outside of town back to the stables. Kind of taking my time, because it's very hard to carry that much wood. And
At your size, yes.
Yes, and basically get to the stables and see if Fallon's still there.
I'd probably run into you on the way back after talking to him and help you carry the wood back at that point.
I'm going the long way around.
Oh, okay.
I would say by the time you've gone here, interacted with this guy, Fowler did his thing, so you probably ended up, like, seeing him, but you guys didn't really cross paths too well. Like, you guys are pretty much, like, you saw him on his way back to the inn.
Alright, so he wouldn't have been facing me, so he wouldn't have seen me.
Not necessarily.
Okay. Alright, perfect. I'm gonna go into the stables and talk to the stable hand while holding the wood.
He's gonna say, well, I've seen a lot of things, but talking wood is not one of the things I thought I would ever see.
I'm gonna say, yeah, I know, they're kind of heavy. Can you point me to where our cart is, please?
He says, it's the only cart in this entire stable.
Yeah, I can't see where I'm going. Can you just, like, lead me, please?
He's gonna take the wood and start pulling on it, and push you in the direction and push you into the stable with the cart.
Alright, thank you. Alright, I'm gonna go up to the cart, and I am going to use, since I built my own home living in the woods, use those skills of nature, hopefully.
Not likely to be nature, just so you know.
See?
I didn't think it would be. But use those skills from my past to build kind of like a. The best way I can think of to describe it is like a platform extending out the back a little bit, so we could potentially fit all 5 of us on the cart again.
I mean, we have the cart and an extra horse.
I would say, what tools do you have proficiency with?
I don't think I want to answer that question.
Well, unfortunately for you.
I am proficient with a drum.
That is it. That is all you're proficient
That
with.
is the only tool I'm proficient with.
That is probably not great. All right, so
But I have 31 nails, 11 of which are kind of ghetto, and a wood hammer nail.
If I gave you 31 nails, 11 ghetto ones, and those planks of wood, and told you to go back onto an old school wagon and build with knowing how to play a drum or whatever instrument you know how to play, do you think you could effectively put it together? And I mean effectively.
Can I?
I'm gonna let you try. I'm gonna let you try, but I'm not gonna. You're not gonna get the rolls you think, or you're not gonna get the kind of rolls you want.
No, I don't think so. But my hope is that I can build something stable enough to hold me.
So we're gonna do. Oh, this is so bad. There's like nothing for this. Doing a general intelligence check for this one.
Intelligence check. Okay.
Yeah,
so
to figure out how to put it back, to put everything together for yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's it. Since you don't have any tool proficiencies.
17.
So you're able to manage to build something that is. It looks a little janky, but it definitely, when you bounce and mess around on it, holds you.
Okay, I will take that.
If you were to put someone like Kordak or Arlok on it, it would fall to pieces.
That is totally fine. It is just a spot for me to sit and dangle my
Did you
feet.
put it on the end of the cart?
Yes.
How do
Yeah,
we
did
get in the cart?
Well, like my idea was like, because it's 5 planks, and I'm assuming the planks were like 4 or 5 inches wide. That's it. Like smaller planks, because like casks, basically.
Yeah, no,
is the
I mean,
thought.
I get the idea. This just means that you are a cart bitch.
I'm cool
Because
with
you're
that.
the only one that can walk around the cart.
Well, no, because my thought was it wouldn't be the whole back; it'd be like half of the back, so you guys could still get up and in, and I could just
Oh.
have a spot to sit, basically.
Got it. Okay.
You're
I
a cart bitch.
greatly misunderstood.
Yeah, but like basically, it's just a little extended platform that can hold 40, 50 pounds roughly.
Dang it, I can't make fun of Soren.
By the end of this campaign, Shelly's going to look like Howl's Moving Castle. This is going to be
Seriously.
We're just gonna keep building
Oh
on this
man, we're
cart.
gonna put like
Listen.
hot rod flames and everything.
Listen, you guys built a chicken coop without me. I'm building something too, damn it.
All
It
right.
cost me far too much gold.
All right. Anything else from anybody? Or are we all meeting back up at the inn?
I'm going back to the inn after that.
To the end.
Satisfied with my
To
work.
the
How many
end.
nails do you think that cost me? I would have used
All of them.
the bad ones first, probably.
I would say go ahead and just roll a d20 for me. Well, that'll determine if how many were not at an exact number, but it'll give me an idea of what we're gonna use here.
19.
I would say you were effectively able to use some of those janky ass nails, but overall, trying to construct this thing effectively, a big part of it being a little janky is because you used too many nails. So I would say you consumed all but like 4 of your nails.
Okay, so
So
all.
you use the crappy ones first, so you have like 4 good nails left.
Okay, I'll take that.
I'm guessing Arlok and I are probably the first ones back in the inn, so him and I would probably get a table and wait for everyone to come back.
Sounds
And-
good.
Yeah. Any luck with your timeout?
I found an interesting patch of dirt.
That's good. Did you happen to? How interesting was this dirt?
It'll
We're all
blow
doing interesting
your
things.
mind.
How about we ask Mr. Nellisker if there's a job board in town? See if he knows anything.
That's brilliant. my -1 intelligence wouldn't let me think that way.
I'll go and ask the bartender Nalisker if there's a job board in town or any information board that we might be able to look at.
Sorry, hold on. I got a message from someone in my other campaign. I'm trying to answer really quick.
No worries.
By the way to bend bone is actually vinegar.
And it sure is. It makes it rubbery.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's so interesting.
I did know that, and I really wanted to say something, but I didn't.
I
want
was
to
like,
metagame.
I actually don't know, so I had to look it up. I was like, oh, okay, that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I
So
do
you're
want
saying
to
if I-
game.
I'm just gonna say that you utilize
roll for it, that's
Google in
fine.
real life, just not equate
no.
to understanding in game.
I would
Um,
know, but Soldier needs to roll for it because he's that guy.
Soren probably would have known that.
So you're gonna look for what, Fowler? I'm sorry.
I'm asking Nalisker, the bartender, if there's a job board or an information board in town that they use.
Says I don't really have a whole lot for that stuff. All we have is that little board there, and he points at this little tiny board that has like more like newspaper articles on it. He says that's the best way to get information here. Like I said, everything passes through and kind of comes by. We don't really hold on to a whole lot.
Great. Do you have any non-alcoholic juices?
He says I got plenty of things. What do you need?
I'll just grab a round of juice for everyone at my table. Just something tasty for us to sip on before they get back.
He says I got you. And
Alright.
you guys, as you guys are sitting down, you see him kind of fill up some, what look like, what the fuck, like a mugs, and he brings them by and sets them in different positions for people that do arrive.
Perfect. How much is that going to cost me?
He says silver apiece.
Perfect. 5 silver. There you are, good man. And well, after I pay him, I'll go to the notice board, what little board they have, and see if anything's on it.
So when you're reading through it, you don't seem to see anything of note, especially for the things that you're looking for. The only thing that you see that seems to be relatively like known to you guys is some of the information in Red Larch. All it is the sinkhole that they're talking about and some of the injured people. It's the only thing that seems to be of like large notice on this board. Everything else is just like things that don't really happen to be needed by you guys, or something that's so far away, or something that's literally has nothing to do with like anything you're looking for. It is like literally just random information that is not helpful in any means necessary. So don't ask me about it, because I don't want to come up with random information. To put out for you guys.
I'll say all they have is the information about the sinkhole. Nothing going on in this shithole of a town.
Is everyone there except me right now? Still?
So yeah, you're probably a little bit behind by the time everyone gets there. You probably have like you'll probably be behind by at least probably an hour or so.
Okay. I'm gonna drink a cup of elderflower wine on my way back.
Okay.
And so yeah, I'll drink the juice I got for everyone, and I say,
I just
Oh.
imagine a juice box.
yeah.
Sip.
I know not all of us drink here, so I just want to get something for us.
Appreciate
Anything
it.
else that we should do in this town is looks like nothing else. I think we should just head out as early as we can tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it seems to
Think
be
that's
the
a good
best
plan.
course of action.
I'd say let's go to that monastery. I'm very curious of what I have a map that leads to there, so there's got to be something there, and maybe we'll even find some information. We've been told several times that the caravan was traveling on the same road that we traveled, so if we didn't run into them, then they probably turned off somewhere. Might be a good place to look out first and see if we can find anything.
Sounds
Hold on.
good. Sound plan.
Agreed.
Okay. So, since I arrived late, what did you guys all do? Because I think I forgot what I was supposed to be doing. I kind of did other stuff. So, what were you doing again?
I checked in on information of the caravan and just got the same information we had before, that they traveled on the same road. So we're just that's my side of things, and we're just deciding where to head to next, because I think that's enough for this town. How about you guys?
We broke his sword.
You broke
Pull
the
out the sword. Yeah, I'm gonna attach a hilt to it later, and I pull out the broken Sharktooth longsword.
Was it hard to break?
Yeah, it was pretty hard, and
Ah.
I mean, Karnak had to hit it a couple times, but yeah, we can break it in half. Not too bad.
Yeah. Can I do a check to see if I can tell what kind of bone it is?
I will let you try, but it's gonna be a very, very, very high DC because I don't even know if I know what fucking bone it is.
Come on, just roll that nat 20. You got this.
Would it be a nature check?
Yeah, probably.
I assume from a shark.
That's not going to tell me anything.
It sure is not. You know,
It's a
you can
bone.
tell that whatever it is, it's not like a small creature. It's definitely bigger, and it is very, very, very dense bone. So whatever it is incredibly thick, thick boned.
Ooh, I also have shark teeth. These kind of fell off when we were smacking it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that.
And then
What
we
about you,
also
Arlok?
have... That's it.
Okay. What about
Can
you,
I-
Arlok? What'd you do?
I went through the town looking for any signs of a need for help or perhaps any clues, and came up short. And I got distracted by some grass.
I'm gonna let you guys talk for a minute. I have to take a piss really bad and take some medicine really quick. I'll be right back.
So
Well, Arlok,
we're not-
hold on.
Go.
Arlok, I'm sorry to hear you got distracted, but I while I was out, I did get something for you earlier, and I'm gonna hand him 24 eggs.
You sly devil.
an excellent gift.
I'm gonna sniff
guessing
those eggs and just make sure they're not rotten.
I'm guessing you would want a jar back.
Let me see.
So,
Actually,
I gotta say, this town seems a little run down, but it seems heavily fortified. It makes me wonder, like, if there was some history to this, and that's why it's fortified, or if there are some current problems. You know, it might be good to talk to a guard on our way out, or maybe even when the
Are there any
barkeeper.
guards here?
That's a good question too. We'll have to check with that later. But it might be good to either talk to a guard or talk. Well, we know there's guards. They close up the gates at night.
All right. I assume
Um,
it's just to keep out, like, monsters and other things of the sort.
Yeah,
I'm
but
a bit confused though, because it seems like, I mean, to be blunt, kind of a shithole, but like, they also have like a cask maker and a wagon maker, and like, no one wants to spend any money. Like, I tried trading several times, and no one was interested in trading
Yeah.
whatsoever. And there's
And-
apparently a really fancy winemaker that comes through once a month. So
Yeah,
like, they have higher end stuff, but no one wants to spend their money, and they
Really,
don't.
You guys
Like-
want to, like, walk around at night? Maybe we will notice something interesting.
That might be-
I think that might be a good idea. It's kind of shady here.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
we could probably wait for the gates to close, kind of do, like, a
investigation
patrol.
of the area. Maybe
small patrol, maybe see if we notice anything interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Actually, what buildings do we know of here?
The market, the blacksmith, the cooper, and I
And-
think and the inn. I think
and
that's
the
about
stable.
it. And the stable.
Okay.
Actually, while we're all here, does anyone know Dwarvish?
We
Nope.
we couldn't find dwarvish last time. It might be good to see if there's
Yeah.
any dwarves around.
The giant face in the sky has returned.
Hello.
I don't
We
know.
have
Alright.
I'm
Oh,
worried.
good.
I'm worried about having someone else read this because
That's true.
it
Might be
might lead us into some trouble if the wrong person reads it, and if none of us know the language, I don't know what we're gonna do with it.
our options are kind of wait for somebody that we can trust who reads dwarvish, or maybe even send it back to one of our benefactors and see if
Well-
they can translate it for us.
One of the people we're looking for is actually a dwarf, so if we can find him, we can probably trust him enough to read it for us.
That's
Fair
true.
enough. One of the people on the caravan.
One of the delicacies. What were they?
Delicacies. We're gonna
Deli-
eat this
They're
dwarf.
edible.
Yeah,
Delegates?
the delicacies. The delicacies.
Delicates.
Delegates.
The delegates. Let's see. Because the Lord's Alliance information is there are 3 diplomats.
Yeah, a shield
and
dwarf.
Shield dwarf named Mirabard. No, from
Okay.
Mirabard named Rundorf. So if we can find him, we can have him translate for us.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's probably our best bet. Also,
Think
DM,
so.
the only thing you really missed other than us talking was me giving Arlok 24 eggs.
Oh, okay. And his happiness in that situation, I'm assuming as well.
Indeed. I gotta find Grund and have him pickle them.
I think we're going to stay in the tavern until night when they close up the gates, and then investigate why they have such strong barricades, and see if there's anything going on in town at night.
Alrighty. So,
And before
Hold
we
on.
pack in, I would like to
Okay.
ask the barkeep, the innkeeper.
okay.
Sir, can you, by chance, boil these eggs for me? Hard-boiled eggs. Is that something you could do?
He says, I certainly could. I'll charge you a whole silver.
Deal and deal.
Alright, -1 silver, plus 24 hard-boiled, soft-boiled eggs. I don't know which one you want.
Hard.
Hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
Arlok, do you want a lunchbox for those to carry on?
Now that they are hard-boiled, I think I'm good. I can just
He's
leave
just
them in
gonna
the pack.
carry him in his backpack. It's
Yep.
so gross.
Yep.
I still
Hey.
have the jars. I can just
His
put it in there.
backpack has to be an amalgamation of the worst smells ever, by the way.
I currently have.
I agree, and that's coming from a guy who had nails and zombie hands in his backpack.
I'm gonna after I place the eggs in my backpack, I'm just gonna set the whole pack on the table, and I'm gonna cast Purify Food and Drink on my entire bag.
Alright.
Done.
You put that bag over an enemy's head, and it does 3d6 poison damage. All right. Once that's done and it's nighttime, we'll probably head out and start heading towards the gates.
Okay. So, time goes by. It's nighttime. You guys stand up and you guys go towards the gates. As you guys approach the gates, let me go back to my description of the town.
I'm gonna drink. Before we go, I would have drinking my last cup of elderflower wine.
Alright, your last cup is gone. Sir.
Would I be drunk?
Actually, yeah, do a con save for me.
Oh.
It's a pretty low DC for you. Pass. You're good. You feel like a little bit of the effects, but you're not like anything crazy. Like if you had to take, I would say if you're taking like a long range shot with like your bow, you'll probably have like disadvantage until you sleep. But that's it.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Oh.
So you guys see what looks like just a couple of guards hanging out at the front. As soon as I can zoom in and see their names, I will tell you don't need to know their names. Never mind. You guys see a couple of individuals kind of hanging out the gate. One seems to be a little bit more heavily clad in armor than the rest of them. They all seem to be kind of watching over the gate, this outer gate, and making sure that nothing is entering or nothing is leaving, one of the two. And they kind of just seem to have their eyes pointed outward.
Where the
Do they
penguins-
notice us, or do they like care about us at all?
I would-
Are we
I would
at
say
this
you-
gate or this gate?
I would say, like, when you guys get to this area, you start seeing them. And you haven't really done anything to grab their attention yet. If you want to keep moving forward, then I would say if you want to not be seen, you have to do stealth. If you don't care about being seen, they will definitely notice you, but you don't know the implications of that until it happens.
Hey, let's observe them for a bit, but, Soren, do you want to try to get a little closer, see if you can hear anything if you get close enough to them?
I can try. And I will sneak up a little closer.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth.
Ooh.
Alright. So, as you're kind of walking up, you kind of kick over one of the, one of the things behind one of these market stalls, and all three of them literally just looking dead-eye lock onto you. And the more heavily armored one says, "What are you doing sneaking around the town?
I'm not sneaking, I'm walking.
You don't walk very well then, little one."
I mean, clearly, look at me. I've had stuff to drink,
He has been drinking.
and I'm 4 foot tall.
Says, "Well, if you're in a drunken stupor, then you should head yourself back to the inn and get some rest. It's
Got
not
that.
safe. It's not safe out here sometimes, and I don't want to take the chance that you're the one that gets torn apart."
I come up.
Torn apart by what?
Yep. There
He
you
says it-
are, you drunk little fool.
No,
Come-
no, no. They're telling me what the thing is. What's
I-
the thing?
She rolls her eyes and says, "Take your drunken friend to sleep before I do," in a much less polite manner.
And I'll start to usher him away, but I'll turn back and I'll say, "What out of curiosity, what are we talking about here?"
He says, "I'm talking about the safety of the people that stay in our inn. Now go back to your inn. Go back to your rooms."
No, friend, you misunderstand. What is causing unrest here? What makes the
What's the
denizens of the
thing?
town unsafe?
There's all kinds of things. We live in a town on the middle of a bridge. There are people who try to ambush caravans. There's bandits. There's spiders. We've seen, for damn sakes, we've seen hippogriffs flying around. There's all kinds of random crap that flies around and moves around in these areas. I'm just trying to keep the people within our walls safe.
Fair enough. Doing your job, I can respect that.
I'm gonna whisper to Arlak. Why wouldn't they let me leave then?
Yeah, that's true.
She says, "If you want to leave, by all means, go ahead." And she, opens the... She kind of signals to the soldiers, or, her little swords people, and to open the gate, and they open the gate and kind of just stand there and stare at you. She says, "Now, are you going to leave? Or am I going to close this damn gate, or are you going to go back to your damned rooms?"
How big is this person? Are they you said
As
the
big
one
as
is
you.
Oh, okay. All right.
In heavy armor. They are a big... It is a big female person.
Okay. All right.
Let me at him, Arlak. I could take him.
I'm just holding him by the scruff of his neck.
Put me down.
She says, she looks to her swords people, and she looks at them, and she says, "I'm gonna take these damned idiots back to their inn. Keep watch over the walls." She says, "Let's go. I'm gonna make sure you guys don't get any trouble." And she kind of ushers you two to follow her, and then do you guys follow her, or?
Yeah. I'm gonna follow her, and I'm gonna.
I cross my arms and pout and refuse to walk.
I wanna.
She's gonna look at you and say, "Can I hit him?"
No. I'll take care of that when we get back, and I will just lift him up with one arm. And
I'm just imagining Soren being carried by the scruff of his shirt, just arms folded.
what is the race of this guard?
Looks to be human.
Human. Wow, that's a big human. All right.
It is a very big human.
All right.
Very intimidating looking human too. Even for Dragonborn's sake, it does look like a very tough individual. As you guys are walking through, she kind of sees everyone else just kind of hanging out, peering around the corner, seeing what's going on, and she says, "You're all a bunch of damned fools, aren't you?"
Yeah, we were just looking for our drunken friend, and also kind of curious about the walls of this town. It's just really secure at night, so we were just wondering if there's anything specific. But our friend's a drunk, and we're being stupid. We're headed back to the tavern.
She says, "If you have questions, you can always ask them." She says, "The walls are there to keep people safe. They keep things out more than they keep things in. I like to keep the walls closed at night because I told your friends there's bandits, thugs, all kinds of random creatures that travel around at night, especially us being near a bridge area, in an area where there's high density of traffic for things like caravans and traders. I try to keep those people as safe as possible when they come here for rest."
If this place is a common hub for trade, why does it look so run down?
So it's not a common hub for trade, it's just a place where people travel through for trade. The inn does well, everything else not so much.
Mm.
And this place is old as you can imagine. That's why it looks so beat down and run down. The walls aren't great, but we try to do our best to keep up.
Oh yeah, anything interesting? With the history?
Which is not really, it's always been an inn. Old Bargerite itself has been rebuilt a few times. It's definitely it's definitely been around for a long time. The information here is the information here is not much. It is an inn and the few places that surround it. It's a very, very small place where the people that live here have made their lives comfortable enough to be happy, and then you have the market where people, do the trade and business. But outside of that, it's really just a place that people pass through, which is the only reason it survived for so long.
You said the inn was rebuilt a couple times. What was it before? Was it always an inn?
It's always been an inn. It's just been rebuilt because of how long it's been here. This time, as you can see, it's made of stone. Before, it's made of wood. There was a time where it was made of straw.
Oh, did
You
the
guys
big
have
bad
a-
wolf blow it down?
She rolls her eyes at you. Very, very visibly.
Do you guys have a liege lord or anything like that? Yeah.
She says, we don't report to anybody specifically. The closest place that we go to for that kind of stuff is... Hold on. I think there's actually a thing about this.
Wow, actual information about this place.
She says the closest place that we report to is called Womford.
Womford?
Yup.
That sounds
Oops.
fake.
Son of a fuck.
Is that an area that would be on our map?
It will be in a minute when I can figure out how to make it work.
Woohoo!
I hate that they put all these things so close, because it's impossible to click what I want to click. No, I don't want to move the road. The roads can't move. That's not how that works.
Yeah, make everything like a mile within each other.
I might just have to end up deleting roads or something, because this shit is so annoying.
That's
It is
fair.
impossible to do what I need to do when the roads are here. Okay, let's try to
That's
put
how I
this
feel
back.
when I play Settlers of Catan.
Okay, can we not? Is there
I
like
can't do anything. There's a road in front of me.
is there like a snapping button? Because the snapping is being annoying. I am trying, guys. Which is real irritating. Can I do this? Give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out if I can. Ah! Now. I just gotta figure out where this is. And it's not working. Well, that's no fun.
Womford.
Yes. I will drag you guys in a second and show you as soon as I can figure out how to fuck to fix my road. So the road's like 3 miles off where it was supposed to be.
And is it an actual place and not like something you made up?
No, this one's not one I made up.
Okay.
Everything that I tell you guys in this is gonna be maybe towards the end of the campaign I'll start putting some stuff in for like when we want to switch, because like I said, if we do go long enough, I do want to build like a custom campaign with you guys if you guys want to play it. But
Oh yeah, 100%.
But for now, it's going to be based off of everything that's in this book. So, if you guys look at the map, it is down here. Let me move before I fuck shit up again. The Womford is that area just to the southeast of Barge Right In.
Oh, so
Okay.
it's like across the bridge.
Yeah, it's like it's a little bit of ways away, but it's not like super duper far. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so by Ironford, but we don't have any reason to go to Ironford right now.
Ironford does not exist in my book. So
Just delete it.
Yeah, just delete it. We're not gonna go there.
I don't know why. I honestly don't know why it's there. I'm gonna have to look up more and see if there's like something I'm missing. Maybe I'm just not reading it deep enough. I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually.
It's where the big bad evil guy actually is, and we spend the whole campaign trying to go there without even knowing it.
That'd be great. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know why no one comes to my town.
I set up all these cultists. I had all these plans. Why are they leaving me alone?
But yeah, she says that, and then I showed you. There you go.
And what's your name, ma'am?
It is Chalaska.
Oh, Jesus.
Alaska? Hell yeah.
It's like
Sounds
chill
tough, too.
in Alaska.
I spelled it right. Wow.
Chalasculator.
Chalaska.
Alaska the guard.
Are we by the inn now at this point?
But so yeah, she's walked you guys to the inn. She says, "Well, I need to get back to the the gate. Do you guys have any more questions for me before I leave you troublemakers alone?
Would you care
Nah.
for a drink? For
She
your trouble?
says, she kind of holds her hand out and says, "As much as I appreciate the offer, I'm on duty."
I'll,
And then
I'll toss her a gold for her.
As soon as she says that, you guys hear loud screaming coming from the gate.
Oh,
And
fuck.
she immediately looks over, and it's like blood-curdling male screams. And she, no hesitation, sprints towards
Yeah.
it.
Right behind her.
Sober up, Soren. We're going with her.
Oh, but I wanted to
Oh,
sleep. Okay, fine.
Time to punch
let's-
things.
I'm still hauling his drunk ass with me.
Okay, hold on as
But like
I...
violently as you sprint, so you're just like,
Oh.
Shaking like a rag
I
doll.
tell Arlock to put me down. It was an act.
Drop him.
I start running along everyone.
Okay,
Slightly
hold
behind
on.
And slower.
Wait, don't you? Did he? No, that's for your. That's her feet. Never mind. I was thinking of your Gloomstalker ability. I forgot if they gave you like permanent movement.
No. It's just 10 feet on the first turn.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hold on, I gotta fix the size of tokens.
I mean, Kordak obviously needs to be like 10 feet tall at least.
As Soren starts falling behind, he goes, "Wait, no, pick me back up."
I'll just scoop him up as I go running by.
Can I strap an Eldritch Cannon on Kordak's back and make him the Predator?
Sorry, there's too many harpoons
I mean-
that are still inside of him.
I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm not saying it's easy.
Just put me on his back. I am.
I was gonna
Ken.
say, Cortex, slow down.
Just gonna.
Our mobile turret system.
I just stay on
Well,
Kordak's back.
I
and
can't hold the
amateur
cannon
it.
if I make it tiny, so it's not impossible.
Someone's gonna recognize these tokens.
Oh, I hope not.
Swarm of purple worms.
Swarm
So-
of Lurak.
Swarm of crocodiles.
Do you guys want a little random piece of tidbit on Lurak?
Sure.
You guys may
I
never see him again.
Oh no.
Not like in a bad way, like he just doesn't pop up in the book.
Oh.
Like he ran away and that was it.
What is all this?
So, you guys drag yourself down to the southern part of this. Like right behind her. I would say at least like 1 square behind her. Don't be on the same level as her, because she got ahead of you guys.
That's,
Yeah.
As you guys got here, you guys saw, you guys see what looks like, I'm just gonna do, what the flying fucking,
yeah, I'll be right here.
oh, it doesn't even work, never mind, cool. As you guys get here, you guys see at the entrance of the gate where these individuals were standing, you guys see, what looks like 4 fire-engulfed dog-like creatures ripping these guards apart, tearing their body apart. You see gore all over the place as if these two have been completely and utterly mauled. And I need everyone to roll initiative as they hike their eyes up straight at you.
What is my initiative? +2.
Not enough. Oops. Okay. I'm gonna try a new dice today, guys, and see if I can't kill you.
Let's be real. These dogs are gonna like kill us somehow.
Look,
Let's
all I'm
play.
saying is if
How
they kill
many
you-
times does Valorn faint?
It's fine. We got an extra meat shield.
All I'm saying is if you guys die, this one's 100% on you. Alright, so. I'm gonna roll for them really quick while you guys get your number settled.
21.
Oh, so did they.
Delightful.
Oops. And then. Shalaska got a 8. Alright, Arlock.
10.
Soren.
21.
Sojiro.
6.
Oh man. Valorn.
18.
Kordak.
8.
Alright. So, in order, it goes Soren, because I know he has a higher dex than them. Then all of them. God damn it. Whatever. I can't spell. It is what it is. Give me 1 second. Then Falorn, surprisingly. I don't think I've seen you that high in the turn order ever.
Right?
Then Arlok. Then, Kordak, what's your dexterity?
My total's an 8. Oh, my dexterity total? Like 14?
Yes. Okay, then you go first before, Chalaska.
Incorrect. 13.
I'll still let you go first because you tie.
Okay.
And then Sojiro, you go absolutely last.
That's fine by me.
Alright, Soren, go ahead and start us off, buddy.
Here it is.
Okay, I'm going to attack this one right here.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on it first.
Okay. Let
And
me
then
minimize my page, and then... Nope, that's Hunter's Mark. That's Hunter's Mark.
I will attack it with my longbow.
Okay, go ahead and make the attack roll.
26.
26 does hit. Would you be surprised if I said it didn't?
I would have been.
Go,
I would be like,
go
we
ahead
need to run.
Go ahead and roll
Alright.
damage.
So damage and Hunter's Mark. 14.
Fun fact, in my other campaign, I have... don't you use a longbow? Oh, that's a
Yes.
Hunter's Mark. Never mind. I was so confused. I didn't see the 10 before. And I was
Oh,
like, why
yeah.
did you roll a d6?
Yeah. 10 plus 4.
Alright. Damage applied. You do see that this bow strikes, and as soon as it hits its skin, it kind of incinerates.
But still took damage.
You can tell it got hurt, like it recoiled at the damage, but as soon as like the arrow pierced into it, it just kind of like melted into it.
Okay. And it's looking fine still?
Yeah, looks very, very healthy.
Okay, I'm gonna attack it again then. And
That will miss.
that is unfortunate.
That is incredibly unfortunate for you, because that's where your damage goes in the first turn.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. I'm just gonna take a step back.
Alright. So, I need to do a thing.
Oh,
They can move 90 feet.
They can move a lot. They are... And then it is down to Falorn.
Yeah,
As you guys saw them take like a lot of energy, just kind of sprint down towards Chalaska. They are specifically looking like they're looking at her right now.
okay. Well, that goes my plan. Okay, I will. Let's do the far back 3. I'll cast Bane on them.
Okay. I don't think it is. Is Bane a check?
Like it's
Yeah,
Charisma, right?
it's Charisma. Charisma
Okay.
13.
I forget Bane. Would you be surprised if I told you they have some... Never mind. I was lying. I was reading the wrong stat.
I would be surprised.
So the one closest to you succeeds. The middle
Damn it.
one will fail. And the one on the right will also succeed. That's crazy.
Damn.
So I'm going to put... because of Baldur's Gate, I'm going to put purple as Bane.
Sounds good. Then the one with Bane, I will summon my spiritual weapon behind it and make a strike.
Oh, it would be nice if I could spell. Hold on.
Nope.
What the hell? There we go. Just do this.
After
there we
my anchor swings wide, I'll end my turn.
Alrighty, then it is Arlok.
All right. Step up. Bonus action.
Just realized that my music has been on replay. You're good, I'm listening. I just realized my shit's on replay again.
You're good. Bonus action. Thunderous Smite.
There we go.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to roll for it. Just meant to use the spell slot. So Thunderous Smite, followed by a Warhammer attack on the one directly in front of me.
Okay.
Oh my
Your guys'
god.
rolls are working. You do miss, unfortunately.
It was on 18 and it rolled over to an 8.
That's tough.
Oh.
Remember that you do get to keep your Thunderous Smite. It's concentration
It's
for a minute
concentration. Yeah.
until you hit.
That's bonus action movement. That's all I can do.
Alright, then it is Senor Kordak.
Okay. This thing ran up. So
It
he's
sure did.
going to summon the Spectral Grizzly and rage. Reckless Great Weapon Master.
Okay. That
20.
is that applying your -5 for the Great Weapon Master?
15.
There you go. It will hit.
Cool.
Good.
23 damage.
You definitely put a number
Oh,
on
wait.
him.
Raging. 25 damage.
You definitely put a number on him. Oops. There we go.
And that number is 25.
Yes, you definitely did you did a large chunk of damage to him. You can tell that hurt.
Yeah, nice little crunch of the ribs to the side.
Anything else, Kordak?
Yeah, actually, I am going to move here so that I can access them a little easier. And
Okay.
maybe face tank.
Alright. Chalaska, she's going to look at the one that you just absolutely slammed. And she is going to use her she's going to use her longsword that she has in 2 hands, and she's going to make a weapon attack. 2 of them, actually. Ah! If I don't bounce my dice off my fucking table. First one's going to miss. Second one's also going to miss. They're the same number twice. That's crazy. And then it is going to be Sojiro's turn.
Okay. How much damage did she take?
She hasn't taken any damage. They just ran up on her this last
Ran
turn.
up on her? Would you guys want damage, or would you guys want some healing? Not healing, but...
Like anybody's taken damage yet.
Yeah, but, just in case something else comes. I will use my action to summon a cannon, and it's going to be... the Eldritch Cannon Protector.
Okay.
I'll summon it to the right of me.
And I'm just gonna do the same token because fuck it. Okay.
Okay, I get everyone. So, everyone will get... Cannon activates, and everyone gets 9 temporary hit points.
Nice.
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 Question. DM.
What is up? Temporary hit points do override.
Yeah, no, that's not my question. Like, do my rage resistances apply to temporary hit points? Right? Because they're still hit points? Or do they just take regular damage?
Oh, I don't know why my mic keeps doing that. I said yeah.
Oh, okay.
They are hit points.
Okay. That's what I figured. Just wanted to make sure.
That is my action and my bonus action, and I'll move 1 back, and now it's my turn.
Alright, Thorin.
Alright, I'm gonna attack the one I Hunter's marked again.
Okay, go ahead and make the attack roll.
13.
That does miss.
Alright, I am going to move 1, 2, here. And end my turn.
What did
It's their turn.
what did Chalaska do on her turn? I missed it. I was not paying
She tried to
attention.
attack twice and missed
Okay.
with her longsword. All 4 of these hounds are going to look directly at her and try to attack her. That is 1 hit. That is 2 hits.
1 gets baned.
3 hits. I'm doing that one last. I'm doing that one right now. And
Sorry.
then that is, you're good. And that one still hits. I rolled a 19 on that one, so it really didn't matter, to be honest. So 4 hits. It's a lot of fucking damage, unfortunately. Okay. She is gonna take. I'm gonna keep you guys informed. A lot. 11 piercing, 7 fire. That chunked her pretty hard. You guys can tell that, like, sent her reeling a little bit.
Mhm.
Oh my god. 11 more piercing, and 6 fire.
Was that like 31 so far? 32?
I'm honestly not sure. Math-wise. 10 more piercing, and 10 fire. She could die from this, by the way.
That's
Mhm.
55 right there.
Did we save her?
She's gonna take 5 piercing and 3 fire. She is on her last legs.
That's 63 damage.
She is on her last legs. And then it is Fallorn.
I don't know if this needs an action. Can I tell if the gate is opened or if it was broken open?
It looks like it's actually closed.
They probably jumped over it then.
Shit. Okay. Yeah, I'll cast a shatter behind the 3, so it will reach out and get them if I can. Let's see. That's 20 in a circle. Is that 20 in a circle or 10 in a circle?
It's a 20-foot radius or a 20-foot.
Sorry, let me look at it.
Would they hit the gate?
The gate's all the way back here.
Oh, okay.
10 foot.
10-foot radius. So it'd be
yeah,
a
10 foot.
so it'd be 20 foot. It'd be just do 10 feet from when you do that.
Would this hit all 3 of them?
I'll say yes, but the 2 on the corners are. Yeah, you could place it right because it's doing the snapping thing. I'd say you could place it correctly.
So I'll do a shatter on them using my channel divinity to do max damage, 2nd level.
So all 3 fail.
24 thunder damage to all of them.
Okay. So the one on the left is pretty fucked up. The one on the middle is also really, really fucked up. And then the other one is hurting. Yeah, the 2 on the left and right are pretty fucked up. You did quite a number on the one in the middle is looking like he's about to fall over.
Okay. One in the middle, bonus action, spiritual weapon attack.
Okay, go ahead and make the attack roll. That does miss.
Yep.
Spiritual weapons, by the way, I just want to say, every time I've seen someone use a spiritual weapon in any campaign, it fucking sucks. They just miss.
Bro, mine suck ass. I never hit with that fucking spell. I gave
Arlock,
up and went 2-weapon fighting.
it's just so weird.
Same tactic. Warhammer on the one to the north of me.
Okay, go ahead and make the attack roll.
There it is. It's a 20.
You hit,
Sweet.
and then
So,
it's
that
gonna fail
is-
its strength saving throw.
okay. So, Warhammer damage is 11.
Okay.
And my Thunderous Smite deals 8.
Okay.
And I'd like to Divine Smite as well.
Okay.
They're undead
you
or
roll-
fiend?
They are fiends, so you do roll a 3d8. Don't have to roll. You can roll for damage if you want, but as you kind of crack your warhammer against the side of this one, as the radiant and thunderous energy kind of infuse into your warhammer and smack into it, kind of just pounds this thing, and you can tell as you get it sent flying, it just collapses on the floor.
Yeah, I didn't Divine Smite. Nobody said that. What are you talking about?
The Divine Smite's what killed it, by the way. That's why I said
the
that.
Thunderous Smite?
No. You said you were gonna Divine Smite it too?
Yes. Okay.
Yes, so the
it
Divine
still had
Smite
some
finished it
health?
off.
Okay.
Yeah,
got
it would have died. It automatically dies with the Divine Smite. Your minimum damage would have killed it. It had 2 HP left.
Okay, yeah, and I would have done at least 3. Okay, so mark off a spell slot for the Divine Smite. No need to roll for it. Bonus action, Harness Divine Power to give myself a spell slot back.
Okay.
And
And then
that
it
is my
is-
turn.
Kordak.
So that crack to the ribs is a barbarian, very familiar with cracking people in the ribs. Did that look pretty fucking hefty?
Oh, it hurt. You've seen like normal warhammers crack against people's ribs. The amount of energy that was empowered into this warhammer when you saw him like absolutely wail into this thing was like intense.
Okay, then I'm just gonna do a regular attack. I'm sure that hits.
That sure does.
That is 15? 15. No, 16, sorry. 16 bludgeoning damage.
As you hit it, and it's like a backside because it's not paying attention to you. Kind of falls to the ground a little bit, but picks itself back up. You can tell that it's wobbling and it's weak.
Cool. Can I bonus action punch it?
No, because you're not a monk.
You can punch something without a weapon? Come on. Alright.
Well, I mean, using unarmed strike is a monk thing. So
Yeah, I did all the time.
if I give it to you, I have to take it. I have to make monk stronger,
No,
and
Make
I'm good.
monk
That's fair.
worse.
That's fair. Waiting for polearm anyway, so I'll take it.
All right, then it is going to be Chalaska. She's going to look at this one that you beat up, and she's going to try to wail on it. She's going to hit it with the longsword for enough damage to kill it, because it has a minimum health. So she kind of just like stabs this thing in the face, and it dies. Then she's going to turn to the one north of her, and she's going to swing her longsword in a arcing swipe, and she's going to hit it for...
Yes.
Ooh, that was a pretty good roll. 12 damage, and that one's also going to die.
Yes. All right.
And she's going to kind of like gash it across the face, and this one's going to fall. And then it is going to be Sojiro.
Alright, bonus action, my Eldritch Cannon is only gonna target, Chalaska, because no one else got hit but her. So she gets 5 temporary hit points.
That's rough.
That's fine. And then I'm gonna go right here behind her, and gonna give her a little pep talk and give her Cure Wounds.
Okay, go ahead and roll the die.
Because we're about to kill this other thing. 11.
Not bad.
One hit will let her survive at least.
And then it is back up to Soren.
Alright, I'm gonna move my hunter's mark onto this one
Okay.
and shoot him with my bow.
Okay, go ahead and make the attack roll.
I actually hit this
That
time.
hits. Sir, you
Nice.
managed to miss somehow.
Multiple times.
10.
And 16 damage.
Nice, that's pretty good damage. You can tell that this thing's hurting.
Alright. And I will yell, finish it off.
Alright. And then on its turn, it is going to run away. Attack of opportunity from Chalaska and Kordak, if you guys wish.
Stop. Balls.
Wow.
That is unfortunate. You missed.
I got a great weapon hit. I'm good.
Let me make sure that this is correct. I get 10 more. Or wait, no, that's right there. I'm right. So Chalaska, she's gonna try. She is also gonna miss. She misses by 1 point. She rolled a 14 total. And then it is Fallor's turn.
Oh, great. So let's do. Oop, I'm still on radius. Go away. Radius.
Self-destruct.
I actually had
We're
a
looking-
fun story. I had in my custom campaign. I had a fight where pretty much something like that happened. It was very funny.
Damn it.
Just out of range for something.
Yeah, just out of range for something.
If you made your last movement catty corner to the right, would that put you within range?
I think so. Me. Let's see. 5.
If you were here?
Actually, if I
no.
moved, I think if I moved correctly, I can get to 1 space ahead. Yeah. So I think I can get right here. Yeah, which would put me into 60 feet for Toll the Dead, I believe.
Okay.
Sweet.
it's
So Toll the
Con?
Dead,
Or
Dex, I believe. Wisdom save.
rolled. What's your spell save DC?
Unfortunately, it's 13.
It rolled a 13, so they got a 14 total.
Damn. Well, then I'll just move my weapon up 20 feet and call it good.
All right. And then it is Arlok.
All right, first time for everything. I'm
Oh
gonna
no.
cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Oh, you get guiding bolt. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
I
here
need
we
to
go.
pick that up. Dumb of me for not
Balls.
having it yet.
Dicks,
You missed. You hit it right in the feet.
all the things. All right.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
This makes me so sad.
You guys are terrible at catching enemies. I just want to point that out.
20,
Mhm.
25, 30.
I cast hold
Just
person,
move
but
as
this
fast
boy's
as I
not a
can.
person.
What is
Yep.
the range on this?
That's action, movement. What do I have bonus action wise? Probably nothing. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Sit, boy,
Nope.
sit.
Nope. That's all I got.
All right, Kordak.
Alright. Okay. This puts me. Yeah, I'm gonna toss the javelin at it.
Is that within? I think is javelin 60 or 30, 60?
Shifty.
Hold. 3120 actually. So
31,
anything,
20. So it'd
yeah,
be
so-
disadvantage.
it would be disadvantage.
Can I reckless it to just make it fair? Or
I
make
think reckless
Great.
has to be melee. I'm double checking.
No, just when you make your first attack.
Doing so gives you advantage on melee weapon attack rolls using strength during this turn.
Okay. Alright, whatever. Disadvantage then. No.
What's your total?
Like 8?
Oh yeah, I forgot it was the 3. My brain. Yeah, that does miss.
Okay.
Chalaska. She's gonna look at you all and say, "We've taken down the most of the beast. Be careful. It could be an ambush." And then she is going to step up right behind Kordak and do nothing because she doesn't have anything to throw. It is Sojiro.
I'd be like, before the doggo left, how bad was it?
It's low. It's like on its last legs. It literally
Okay.
ran out of fear for how low it was.
Alright, I'm gonna spend 2 charges on my magic missile wand and shoot at it.
Okay.
Nice.
Remind me how 2 charges is
It's 4
2d
missiles.
2d4.
Yeah, 2d4 plus.
No,
Your
no, no.
magic attack bonus.
So, no. 1 charge casted at first level, using another charge casted at second level. First level's 3 missiles, and then every level past first level you add another missile. So it's 4 missiles. It's 44 plus 4.
4d4.
You literally
Plus
cannot
4.
not kill it, so it does land on the ground dead.
I just want to roll 16. Wow, that was really good rolls.
That was a really good roll.
Yeah.
So, the creatures fall dead on the ground, and you can see Chalaska's kind of like, she's in pain. She's trying to hold herself up. She's like, she starts to shout for more people to come by, and there's a couple of guards that are unarmored, don't have any weapons on them currently, but they seem to come to rush to the aid of everything. There's about 6 of them, and she says, "You two, clean up the bodies of the other 2, and then have more than 2 take charge of the wall. I must rest."
Are we out of
I'll
initiative?
say, but
What?
Are we out of initiative at this point?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
I'll after she gives her order, I'll say, wait for a moment, and I'll cast Cure Wounds at second level.
I'll have my
Over there?
cannon walk around the other guards and give them temporary hit points.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember.
19 HP to her.
Nice.
So the various guards will get 8 temporary hit points.
Alrighty.
How long do those last?
Long rest? I actually don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna see him long rest.
How does anybody remember how much damage she took overall? It was over 40, right?
Over
It was-
60.
I gave her some temporary hit points and I cured her for like 11.
She was at 67 HP. She dropped down to 3.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I gave her some health back, so she'd be at 14.
She's way healthier now. Not counting the 10 hit points, she's like way healthier. She's at 39 currently.
I will
Okay, yeah,
I
she-
will give her
she's
10 more with my lay on hands. Why not?
Okay.
We're going to bed after this, probably.
She's very, very, very healthy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
that's it.
Well,
did good.
I shouldn't say that. She looks a lot better.
I'm gonna kind of chuckle a bit, and I'll be like, "So, you want that drink now?"
She says, I need more than a drink for this.
With the when after my spell, I'd like to come and inspect the
Detect
dogs.
magic.
Yeah, let's say I want to check out the dogs too if they're not blazing
Detect
hot.
magic will not sense anything. But when you do look at the dogs, you do see a collar. The collar has hold for un memento. As I find out where my page went, because I flipped back to something. Okay. It is a mysterious bowl-like symbol that marks the iron collars of these creatures.
Bowl-like?
Does
Yes,
it look
a
familiar?
bowl-like symbol.
Oh,
Anyone?
I know what this is. We've
Do you
already
guys-
established this. Fire cult.
You guys, okay, yeah, it is a fire cult symbol. I didn't remember
Okay,
if we actually saw it yet.
We
You
don't
guys
say
do-
that out loud.
I
said.
Arlock knows what the fire cult symbol looks like.
I'd like
Yeah.
to hold my hand over the dog and see if it still is hot.
They are still heated, yes.
Can
There
I
seems
use?
to be no breath coming from them.
Okay. Can I use my dagger to cut off the collar and take it?
You sure can.
Cool. So I'd like to.
Sleight of hand, baby.
Can I pull teeth?
Uh,
I want to
I'm gonna
harvest if I can.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna say that you guys would not effectively be able to harvest these things because you guys don't know the innate nature of them. They are still incredibly hot, despite the fact that they're dead, and you guys have literally no experience. You guys have never seen these kinds of creatures in your life. They don't even. The closest thing that you can call them is a dog, and that is the
Dog.
closest, and by far it is still off.
Can I?
So if I needed to do a sleight of hand to cut off the collar, that's a 9.
I would say that like you just take you were trying to cut it off. You're able to get the collar off, but you're gonna take a point of fire damage. Just
Point of
from
fire
the
damage?
burning. Yeah, just from the burning
Okay.
of touching the skin.
Sounds good. And then after I cut it off, can I mend it back together to have just a full collar?
You sure can.
Cool.
And-
I'll.
On one of the dogs that he didn't touch, can I use Eye of Frost on it to see if I could cool it down?
When you use the frost, when you use the eye, to try to be able to cast the spell, I'm pretty sure you still have not attuned to it or use it or figured out how to use it correctly.
So,
So
okay,
as you-
if I haven't figured it out yet, then I guess I won't
Yeah,
do
you
it.
try to like point the eye at it and kind of like channel some energy in it to try to get something to come out. And you see the eye glow for a second, but then nothing actually happens.
Okay, I gotta study it some
Right.
more later. Got it.
Once I grab the collar and put it in my bag, I'd like to go to the wall and take a look out to see if we could see anything past the wall.
Yeah, when you look at beyond the wall, you don't see anything, but what looks like little like cindered footprints of where these things may have ran towards the wall, and then when you look down out like a little over the wall, you see what looks like they had hopped up and climbed over.
Okay.
I think they might have been scouts.
Do those
Yeah.
footprints? Is there a trail?
They don't seem to, from your knowledge, they don't seem to go. They seem to go like towards a line in the trees that you can't see super far to, but then after that, they seem to disappear from your current angle.
Okay.
I think it might be good if we maybe stayed out here in shifts to help with the guards too. What do you guys think? But I think we need to get some rest. But if maybe one of us stayed out for a few hours and then traded out with everyone, might be good.
I think that's a smart idea.
Yeah, I will. I'll offer to escort Chalaska back to wherever she needs to go, and then
She puts her arm around you to like kind of hang on you because she's still very like weak, and you can feel the weight of this person. Like this is a heavy person.
Okay. Well, I will assist her wherever she needs to go, and I will inform anybody that intends to stay that once she's where she needs to be, I will come back and relieve them or whatever.
I'll
She says,
stay and take
"To the inn."
To the end it
All right.
is.
And you guys drop her off in the inn. She's
I'll
kind of
stay.
sitting there drinking a little bit. As you can tell, she's kind of like drinking away the pain a little bit. She still
was gonna
seems to be
say.
like hurt, There's like singe marks in her armor and seams that have pierced deeper than her armor. It looks pretty intense, but she seems to be mostly alright, just kind of recovering from it. As she kind of sits down, you can tell she winces every little bit when she takes drinks as she moves, but she seems to be mostly fine.
I'm going to leave a gold on the table with her for a couple of drinks and head back to the gate.
Alright.
I'll take a first rest. Once you guys are done with an observation, come get me.
Alright, I'll take first watch.
I will stay up a bit to study the eye. At some point, take a shift and then take a long rest.
So I'm guessing Soren and Arlok are taking the first watch, and the rest of us go to rest.
Alright. So as the night goes on and you guys continue to trade out, shifts and everything, Chalaska seems to take rest and respite in her room, or at her place in the town. She doesn't seem to stick around the inn for too much longer. She seems to get a couple of drinks in her to kind of get away some of the pain, but not get drunk or anything. She goes back, you guys stay overnight. Nothing else seems to happen for the course of the night, and everyone is able to long rest throughout the course of their trading of shifts.
Okay.
Yay.
In the mornings, can I look at the bodies again?
You sure can. They are actually now what looks like cinder and ash in their spots. Are you talking about the soldier bodies, or are you talking about the dogs?
The dogs.
Yeah, the dogs seem to have turned into ash in cinder and don't seem to be there anymore. There's a pile of ash, but nothing's there anymore.
Sojiro, would you mind using one of our used potion vials to collect some of that ash?
Sure, I could do that.
I'm going to
That was
help
good.
the soldiers with their dead. Help them, bury, burn, whatever it is that they do.
They seem to have taken care of them for the most part already.
Okay.
They seem to have some stuff in they seem, from what it looks like, to be still cleaning the residuals of the mess. Also, 840 XP for those that didn't see it.
Oh, cool.
But overall, it seems to be taken care of. They seem to have almost their own method, as if almost they're used to people dying here.
Ooh.
As I pick up the ash, is it still hot?
It's warm, but it's not it doesn't hurt your hands to do anything with it.
Okay, so I
can
can assume that it'll just the warmth will go away eventually.
Yeah, it seems to be cooling down, but it seems to take quite a while, since it's been 8 to 10 hours since you guys have been here, or longer, and they are indeed still warm. But
Can I look at the ashes and cast Detect Magic to see if it's magical?
They do not seem magical. When Sojiro said that earlier, I said there's nothing magical about these animals.
Okay, I missed it then.
No, I already did that.
The guards up front, since they seem so nonchalant, almost nonchalant about this, I'll ask.
They don't
Have you-
seem necessarily nonchalant. They do still seem to have a grim look on their face. They don't seem to be happy about it, but they seem to be used to it.
You seem like this is a normal occurrence. Has this happened before, or how often are you guys attacked at the wall?
Since we've been attacked at the wall a few times, unfortunately, every time we're attacked, we lose a body. We're never in the right state of protection to be able to keep people from passing. We do our best, but even a group of bandits can be overwhelming.
I want to ask them if they've ever dealt with those particular kinds of beasts before, and if so, what are they? And
He says, "I've never seen anything like those things. Those things were otherworldly."
Did you happen to see the weird symbols around their necks at all when you guys were working last night? They seem to have some collar or something. Have you seen that before?
He says, "I've seen it carved on random pieces of gear that people have kind of moved around town before, but never heard anything about them. Don't know what they're related to at all."
Moved around town, people are selling that stuff or have that stuff with them?
I've seen a couple people trade hands with some pieces of gear and stuff with markings like that.
Is there anyone in town right now that you know of?
No one in town takes anything from the outside. They'll sell things to the outside, but no one, as you can see, the way the town is, we need as much currency as we can bring in, so we tend to sell things and not take things. Most of the trade that happens is between other people. from
No,
outside the town.
I mean, is there anyone in town that has this symbol? that you-
I haven't seen anybody.
Is this the first time these particular creatures attacked a town?
Yep.
Is there
Sorry.
any? Have there been any other creatures of similar nature that have attacked in the past?
It says nothing like that. The closest things that we've got are things like hippogriffs. It's the only thing that we've seen nearby.
Hippogriffs. Okay. Thank
Were
you.
anybody riding the hippogriffs when they attacked?
He says, I didn't see anybody. But also, I can't really see the back of a hippogriff when it's flying above us.
Fucking fair enough, my guy. Oh, I'm sorry for your losses and best of luck to you.
I want to.
I think we'll-
Sorry, continue.
Oh, I said, I think we should, once you guys are done here, we should gather at the cart.
All right. Before we do that, I want to pull Soren up to the gate and kind of point out the tracks that I had noticed the night before. And do you think we should see if this goes anywhere?
I think it might be worth looking into. I could probably try and track it if you want.
You might be the best suited for it. Should we gather the party and see if it takes us somewhere, or?
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. I don't think, given what we just saw and dealt with, I don't think it'd be a good idea to do it alone.
I agree. So I'll go back and gather the crew and bring
Okay.
them to the gate.
Do you guys
Are
want to do this with the cart or without the cart?
Without the cart, we're just kind of doing a little.
Okay. So you guys aren't leaving the town
investigation.
yet?
No. I mean,
No.
we'll be outside the gate,
Okay.
but we're not. We'll
Yeah.
intend to
I
come.
meant like permanently leaving, yeah.
I'm gonna roll for my wand real quick.
'Kay.
Okay, that sucks.
As you guys are kind of you guys see what seems like a trail. Soren, go ahead and roll survival here.
Can we assist him at all? Or all, since all of us are going, should we all do this?
I would say that you guys, I don't think anyone in your team is necessarily skilled at tracking anybody.
Nope.
So I wouldn't say you guys would be able to assist him well enough in this specific endeavor.
Okay. I have a higher survival than him, so I wasn't sure.
That's because you have a better wisdom. Anyway,
Yeah.
you're able to find a pretty good trail of them. You can at least tell where these little cindered footsteps come from. You seem to follow them for a while. Seems like probably a half mile before you guys see what looks like they just disappear into thin air. You can tell where they came from, but when you look on the ground, you look everything around, no matter how hard you all look together, you don't seem any other kinds of footsteps, especially these ones made of ash that seem like they came from somewhere specific.
Can I use
Ritual
detect-
cast detect magic.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
You do not sense anything.
Anything in our surroundings that would look off, maybe a cave or a secret
Roll perception.
door. Okay. That's a 12.
So, as you look around, it seems to be everyone can roll perception if they want on this one, actually.
Okay.
Because let's say you guys are kind of looking together.
Oh, that
20.
flipped from a nat 20 to a 2.
20.
I think you still okay. So, as you guys are looking around, it actually looks like a completely normal area. Nothing seems out of place. Nothing seems misplaced or moved. There's no caves. There's no doors. Nothing like that. Seems to be a pretty normal area of a forest.
I'm guessing whatever happened here, whoever did this, I'm guessing the fire cult from the collar that we have, that they summoned these beasts to attack the town and then fled. I think they're just trying to send a message and inflict
When
damage
you're-
every so often.
When you're looking around, so you don't see any other kinds of footprints. You only see these cindered footprints that disappear.
They could, I mean, they can't summon themselves unless.
How far away from the town is the start of the footprints?
You guys are about a half mile out.
Oh, okay.
This is a stretch, a real stretch. But,
Okay, we'll see. Let's try it.
Is there what? I don't even think I know this, but like the plane of fire. Is there any way that we would be able to discern if there was like the prime material plane had like a rip or like a tear or anything nearby where they may have crossed over?
I would say you guys probably have heard of the planes. You guys don't know anything about them. I would
Right.
say. Like, you've heard of them, you probably think you guys think they exist, but you have no, like, physical evidence for yourselves to know that they exist.
That's very fair. Okay.
And you guys wouldn't be able to tell about rifts in planes, because I don't think any of you guys are experienced enough to deal with that kind of stuff.
Nope. That's why I thought it was quite a stretch, but I figured I'd ask. Okay, so we're at a loss here. We know the fire cult is probably camped out somewhere near here, at least a faction, but we have no further leads, so...
Yeah, I still don't feel safe saying anything to the town other than we followed the tracks and couldn't
No.
find anything.
Absolutely. Let's
Yeah.
keep this close to the chest, and we can go back and probably gather our things and start heading out. I would like to see Chalaska make sure she's fine before we leave. Maybe, it would be in our best interest to kind of keep her in our good graces in case we ever need to return. It'd be nice to have a friend on the inside. And other than that, we can hit the bricks.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, as you guys arrive back to your cart, and you guys are getting ready to take off for travel, you see Chalaska. She approaches you guys and says, first thing I want to do is thank you for your guys' help. That would have been a much worse situation had I taken that on by myself. Next thing I want to do is I want to give you guys a little bit of direction here. I heard you guys asking certain kinds of questions, and I saw that symbol. I saw the symbols on those collars. There's someone in a town just northwest of here. I might be wrong saying northwest, but I'm going to keep with it. It's called Red Larch. There's an individual there. His name is Thorsk Thelern. I heard, and I've seen him in town, trading some things, or at least talking about things in his hand with that symbol on it.
His name was Thors?
Thorst.
Thorsk Thelorn.
Bellorn, okay.
Bellorn. No relation. Don't worry. Well, thank you. That's going to be very helpful. We've wandered over there before, and we're probably going to make our way back eventually. So we'll stop in with this Thorsk. Until then, please be safe. We followed the tracks for quite a while, but they just seem to end with nothing else around.
She says, that is mysterious. Hopefully you guys can find some information, and hopefully those damned things weren't targeting us.
Yeah. If we do find something, we'll send a letter, and if we happen to be by the area again, we'll stop by and maybe buy you a drink. Sound good?
Can I just do a general insight check on her, just see if she's like actually trying to help us, or like kind of like
You certainly can try.
just being truthful? 4.
Yeah, to your best knowledge, she looks like she's being truthful.
Yeah,
Our
she's
insight
nice.
is shit.
I mean, I don't know.
So,
it's just a straight roll.
in response to what you said, Fallon, she's gonna say, she says, of course, anyone that helps fight at my side to the death like that is a friend of mine. She says, I look forward to the next time we meet. Hopefully it won't be in a bloody battle.
I'll offer my hand for a handshake.
She will shake it firmly, and when you grip hands with her, she, feels like it crushes your hand.
After I take it away, I'll kind of rub it solemnly with a giggle. Well, be safe, and I start heading towards the cart.
Alright. So, you guys get your stuff set up, and you guys start taking off. You guys leave the small town-like area of Barge Ride Inn.
Ooh,
As soon as we
And-
see the cart, what the fuck is what happened to the cart?
I may or may not have changed something.
Okay, well, I mean, it looks sturdy enough, so it's
Yeah.
yours.
Yeah, you guys don't sit on that. It may or may not break.
can we make our daily egg check?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I-
What do I do for this? I don't even remember.
Is it nature?
I would do nature, but I wouldn't say
Oh.
that the roll necessarily specifically makes anything happen.
My nature's trash. Does anybody else want to look for eggs?
I'll look for eggs.
Can I actually have pretty good nature? Can I check my dream journal?
You sure can.
I'll look for the eggs.
What does
Did
my
you-
dream journal tell me?
Nothing today.
Nothing today? Okay.
Good job, Soren. Good job.
21 on the egg check.
So when you go to like investigate the coop and see what's going on in there, it seems that they're not quite there for laying eggs. They still have your best guess is they probably have a few days. Once they lay some eggs, though, you know that it'll be a little bit more consistent. So you just got to be patient and wait for those eggs to lay. And once they do, your experience with chickens or hens lets you know that they're going to start laying eggs pretty quick after that, or more consistently after that.
I would like
Right.
to pet the Three Stooges and give them some feed, and then
They
hop
do
on
not
the
seem
cart.
to react well to that.
Giant scary dragon man coming up.
They do accept the chicken feed
Kodak
very,
walks
very
behind
well.
him and like tries to help. So now we've got the 7-foot-tall dragonborn and 7-foot-tall half-orc.
Yeah. All they see is like the anime style, like two people grinning down at them as if they're gonna get eaten, and they are very fearful.
I don't understand what's wrong with them. They like, what? I mean, I understand I'm green, you're gold, but seems kind of racist. I'm not gonna lie.
Thorin tries to pet the chickens.
They don't really react. They kind of just stand there.
I think they were just chickening out from you guys.
Ah!
Mm.
In an anime
can-
version of this, I imagine every time he does that, he gets booted out of the cart.
Can I on the cart, right? Can I study the the eye?
Yeah, go ahead and do a Arcana check.
Do you guys want to head towards the monastery and then head back
Nat
towards
20.
the large? Oh,
So, when you're investigating, you do realize that there's a certain amount of arcane energy. You have to learn how to become. Have to learn to have the item, not necessarily be one with you, but learn how to have the energy be in sync with you.
In sync with me?
Yes.
Hmm. How do I get it to be in sync with me then?
That
I
is
mean,
something else you'll have to figure out.
With the nat 20, does that tell me anything else?
Nope, you know how to get the item to work. That's what you're
So-
going for.
So I can use it regularly now.
Nope.
no.
Well, you
No?
can try. I told you the answer already, but you can try.
Okay, how do I become in tune with this? I have no idea.
Well, it's an eye.
I don't
maybe
want.
if Maybe if you hold it up to yours at first, that could work. But let's try to keep both of your eyes for right
All
now.
right, I would humor Fowler and put it up to my eye.
Nothing seems to happen. It seems to be, it seems to glow as you like put it up to your eye, as if you're going to use it, but then it just kind of dissipates and nothing happens.
I think unless we learn a little bit more about it, you might have to lose one of those suckers to use that.
Hmm. Okay, we can keep going. I'm gonna think about this.
Are you guys good if we head to the monastery first, check out that area, and then head back to Red Larch to kind of investigate
Yes.
the Thorisk?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, we'll start heading towards the Sacred Stone Monastery.
All right.
Well, while we're traveling, because he's on the horse, Kodak will kind of pull up next to the cart, next to Sojiro, hold the hammer out, and be like, "You said you could do something with this."
Nope.
No. Why?
I don't have an infusion for that. It's just-
Nailed
I
it.
realized
Okay.
I realized what my infusions were. Sorry, I can't do anything about it.
Okay, never mind.
All right. As you guys are traveling north, you may have something happen. Let's find out.
You sound very far away, like you have a bowl in your mouth.
I put a cup over my mic, so I was curious. Like a red Solo cup, so
Yeah.
let's see.
born in the darkness. Deny it.
Nothing
Yep.
happens while you guys are moving around for the most part. You guys are able to make your first day of travel, so that is another night of
Ration.
rations for your long rest. You guys are good to go. Nothing happens. Your next day of travel, though, nothing happens. You guys are able to make it to the Sacred Stone Monastery. Look at that.
So
So
would
I
that
would
be
say-
2 rations or 1?
I would say if you guys want to, so when you guys get there, I would say it's pretty close to nighttime. So if you guys want to rest before you do anything here, you guys could, and then come and then go into the area in the morning, or you could go there during nighttime. It is your choice.
Well,
I would-
Let's wait till
I would
morning.
Yeah, I'd say let's wait till morning, set up camp, and watch the area.
All right. Let me flip to some pages. So, as you guys make camp, you guys it seems this area is very quiet. There's nothing going on. There's no one. The hell? There's no one moving around. There's a couple of random creatures like rabbits, squirrel. So it doesn't seem like it's desolate during your long rest.
I will be hunting.
Okay. You will probably only benefit from a short rest.
That's fine.
Okay. So go ahead and roll survival.
8.
You do not find anything this time that you were able to keep up with.
Damn.
Everything seems to just escape you. Everyone else? Go ahead.
I was gonna ask if I can make any sort of check to find a way to infuse with the Iron Frost.
I would say not this time. Just to keep things moving this time, but next time we do a long rest, or like next session, 100%.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
Are we doing perception checks over the night?
No, like I said, nothing really happens. It
Oh,
seems to be pretty calm. I was assuming that you guys are doing normal trades out and stuff. No one seems to have any issues. It is a very calm night. You guys are it's surprisingly a very, very normal night for you guys compared to what you guys have had in the past, camping in the wilderness and such. So, as you guys are waking up in the morning, you guys start to get closer to this area. Now, my question is, are you approaching with horse carriage, like your whole thing, or are you guys leaving behind? What's going on there?
Let's leave this. Is there a good? Looks like we're in some hills and stuff. Is there a good area that we can secure the horses and everything? Probably about a quarter mile back.
I mean,
I was thinking you guys can find some trees and stuff. What were we gonna say, Alec?
is the terrain changing? Is it difficult to pass with the cart?
You guys are able to move through it, but you guys have to be a little bit careful. It's not gonna hurt you guys to move through it with the cart, but you guys it slows you down, but it doesn't hurt you to move through it.
Yeah. What do you think? Maybe a quarter mile back, just to keep things safe and maybe keep ourselves a little bit less noticeable.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about the idea of driving the whole cart right up to the front door, but if we can get closer, I would hate to leave our horses and wagon far enough away.
Maybe about 500 feet back then?
Once we get closer and can make out the structure, maybe find a place outside of the immediate entrance.
Okay.
All right.
Do a perception check around the area as we get closer, see if there's any good thing or what I could see of the front.
Yeah. So I would say right now you guys are probably a few hundred feet out. Maybe a little bit more than 500. You guys are probably just under a quarter mile out when you can start to see the structure itself.
That's where I would say, all right, this is a good place to tie things up.
Yeah, 14 for perception.
You find some decent places that you could put it together and let it hang on without being in danger, necessarily. It's never a promise. Leaving stuff out in the wilderness by itself is never safe, fully, but it is pretty hidden enough that, people wouldn't see it very easily.
Yeah, and I'll use my 30 feet of rope to, again, tie up the wheels and banisters just to make it a little bit more secure, harder to move around.
Alrighty. So, as you get into this area, it's a trail. You guys find a trail that leads into an ever-narrowing defile between bluffs of wind-sculpted sandstone. Eventually, the walls draw in so closely that you can reach out and touch either side. But then the narrow space opens into a hidden canyon in the heart of the hills. You guys see the sprawling monastery with dark, narrow windows and red tile rooftops that stand in the middle of this. It's a natural amphitheater ringed by sandstone cliffs all around. Ahead, there's a weathered flight of stone steps that leads up to the closed monastery doors. The plain doors are made of heavy timber with iron studs. There's a dusty footpath that circles the building. And, hold on. Let me find out. I hate when it does this. I'm just trying to drag you guys. Where is it? There it is. So, can you guys see?
Nope.
Nope.
All black.
Nope.
Perfect. Drag your tokens right here.
Are we about to enter a combat thing?
Potentially.
Okay. Would it be possible for us to call it here?
If you need
If
to,
you
I'm
need
good with
to,
that.
yeah, that's fine. If you
Yeah,
absolutely
I
need
do.
to.
I got a whole bunch of house stuff going on, so I actually can't do a late session tonight.
That's
All right.
understandable and okay with me.
Sounds fine with me.
Cool.
Right.
I'm gonna take
Thanks
some
for
notes.
thanks for understanding, guys.
Oh, no
Oh,
problem.
don't worry
we,
about it.
We've been there.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the house, man.
Yeah, that's great.
Thanks.
I mean, I don't have a house, but that's nice.
Yeah, it's so much work. Ugh.
Well, there's something I wanted to check with everyone. I'm at 5,580 XP. Is that where everyone else is at?
I should be like 30 XP behind you, I think.
Yeah, I'm at
Okay.
5,580.
Same.
Because
Okay, cool.
New character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure. But
So yeah,
Cool.
I'm at a 5,480.
Should be 5,580.
yeah, but he's behind because
Yeah, he
right,
was
yeah,
behind by
yeah,
100
yeah.
or so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
some number.
All right.
Well, I just want to say that was our first fight where nobody important got hurt.
And I rolled like
Nobody
shit.
important.
Nobody in our
Rolled like
party
sh-
took any damage. They all targeted Chalaska.
Yeah, I rolled like shit that whole fight.
Also, yeah, they hit pretty hard, so this was a really good thing.
They had pack tactics, right? Is that what you
Yep.
were? I was gonna
They
say.
sure do.
I heard you roll twice every time they attacked, and I was like, oh shit.
So yeah, it was a smart move to like go out and patrol, because like nothing else is happening.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys know now that encounter was gonna happen either way. They were just gonna charge in the inn while you guys were sleeping.
Yeah,
Oh,
God.
So yeah, that was a
Well,
good idea.
glad we got a more of an open area and probably less fire damage. Fire hounds plus a burnable building usually doesn't add to a good time.
Drunk Soren saves the day.
Yeah, we need to get you more wasted.
We're about to fight. Here, try this.
I'm out of elderflower wine
You're
now.
like Popeye with alcohol.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
All right. Well, thank
Have
you
a good
guys
night,
so
guys.
much.
Yep. I will see you guys next week.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.